tariffs on Canadian and Mexican imports are on hold. New tariffs on Chinese imports are in effect today, and China announces a plan for retaliation.
These new tariffs are due to come into force next Monday. 15% on American coal and liquefied natural gas, 10% on crude oil, agricultural machinery and large-engined cars. The Chinese Finance Ministry saying the American tariff seriously violates the rules of the World Trade Organization.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says El Salvador's president is offering to accept deported convicted criminals of any nationality from the United States.
He has offered to house in his jails dangerous American criminals.
President Nayib Bukele says there'd be a small fee to take them in. There'd be legal challenges to sending American criminals, citizens, or legal residents to another country. America's listening to Fox News.
Good morning, this is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. 1,929 head of cattle sold on Monday on a steady to higher market with excellent buyer tenants. Compared to last week, stocker calves sold steady to 5 higher, feeder cattle steady to 3 higher, packer cows and bulls steady to $2 higher. 3 to 400 pound steers $425, $480. 3 to 400 pound heifers $370, $430. 4 to 500 pound steers $352, $4 1/4. 4 to 500 pound heifers $320, $370. 5 to 600 pound steers $312, $352. 5 to 600 pound heifers $302, $320. 6 700 pound steers $280, $312. 6 to 700 pound heifers $260, $302. 7 800 pound steers $240, $280. 7 800 pound heifers $227, $260. Packer cows $130, $142. Canner and cutter cows $120, $125. Packer bulls $155, $163. Feeder bulls $140, $148. Top half the cow calf pairs $2,500 to $2,750 per pair, and the bred cows not well tested this week. We do appreciate the business. We'll talk to you next Monday morning. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
Come feel the power. Permian Chevrolet presents Kicker Monster Truck Show. 2 big shows February 8th, Lee County Event Center. Featuring 6 of the nation's top monster trucks. Bigfoot, Texas Outlaw, Rat Attack, Loud and Dirty, Psychopath, Geronimo. You wanted us to bring it, and we brought it. Tough truck racing. And a freestyle motocross show. And if that's not enough, come early to the pit party and take a ride on a real monster truck. Get your tickets now at KickerMonsterTruck.com. Kicker Monster Truck Show. 2 big shows. February 8th, Lee County Event Center. Sponsored by Garner's Motorsports, Hobbs Iron and Metals, Frank Supply, Rig Outfitters, Texas Roadhouse, Sherwin-Williams Paint, and PMC Equipment. Don't miss it.
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients, and do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Guerrilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Guerrilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
At Coffee Drilling LLC, they offer a wide range of drilling services from small domestic water to agricultural and monitor wells. In addition to mud and rotary drilling, Coffee Drilling offers services to pre-existing wells as well as troubleshooting of pumps and all control systems. Call Coffee Drilling today to schedule your routine maintenance or see about an upgrade to your water system. Call 505-270-1767. That's 505-270-1767. Coffee Drilling LLC, over 20 years experience and serving all of Hobbs, Lovington, and Eunice.
Hey, Danny Kelly here at the big store, Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan. You know, I keep hearing people talk about how they believe they can get a better deal in Texas. Well, let me make it clear to everyone. You can't. No Texas dealer will ever beat Permian. Our prices are the lowest guaranteed. I'll beat any Texas deal on any new vehicle, or I'll go get it for you for free. On top of that, I'm also going to throw in a free lifetime powertrain warranty for anybody that buys and services with us. And you can take that Permian promise to the bank. So before you go drive, driving, spending time, money, and valuable resources to chase a fairy tale? Remember, shop local and save big. The only thing bigger in Texas are the prices. So if you need a great deal on a newer pre-owned vehicle and you want to make it fast, fun, and easy, just come down to Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan, 701 West Navajo Drive in Hobbs.
I'm Danny Kelly, and I approve this message.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
Hi, good morning. The forecast for southeast New Mexico as we go down to 285 on this Tuesday as temperatures are reaching for highs near 78 degrees in Roswell, 82 degrees in Carlsbad, Artesia, and 78 degrees at our studios in Lovington. Then tomorrow's temperatures really warm, 82 degrees in Roswell to 83 degrees Carlsbad and 80 degrees at our studio. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
Let's go! Up and at 'em! All right, rise and shine!
Good morning to you, too.
Go, let's go, let's go!
Be in the Breakfast Club, broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain Gods studio.
You have questions? We have answers.
Text line at 877-396-W105. Powered by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer.
Why? How does it affect your family?
Why are they doing that?
You have questions?
Question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer.
Check us out on Facebook.
The new and improved Be in the Breakfast Club. Now including Monica and Blake.
I don't know how those two managed to be so perky in the morning.
What's today?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday? Tuesday, yes, Tuesday.
Oh, hello, early bird.
Right, early bird.
The early bird worm.
We have work to do.
We have work to do.
Yeah, I don't want to go to work.
Well, someone has to do it, right?
But it's not going to be me.
It's certainly not going to be me.
Let's be bucking for another ring.
You're on the air.
It's showtime!
It is another day in paradise, back in the big saddle today, ready to roll. A lot of things to talk about. Today's question of the day is when it comes to raises. How do you ask for a raise?
Just
do
ask.
you wait for them to give you a raise?
No.
Or do you go in there and say, you need to pony up some more money for me? By the way, broadcast this morning, we're broadcasting, of course, from the End of the Mountain Gods studio. You can find out more information, endofthemountaingods.com. Also, of course, text line 877-396-W105, being brought to you by Kubota and Amigo Machinery, amigo-machinery.com. Question of the day being brought to you by Napa and Lovington Auto Supply, more than just a parts store. Find out more information today. Stop by Avenue D and Lovington and check them out today. Much better today. I worked last night. I worked this morning. I tore everything apart, rewired everything, and then I discovered I think the problem is in the computer, but I've got backups this morning. You want to play with me? One thing, I'm not going to stop until I figure it out.
If people only knew how stressful the half hour before this show is some days.
So we got her done. That's all that matters. God bless America. Today is African American Coaches Day, I Heart Horror Day, International Aid Plan Day, Liberace Day, International Create a Vacuum Day. Okay. Tom lives in a vacuum. Hemp Day. One of the biggest tragedies in America was the hemp that they pretty much discontinued because they didn't like hemp, because it looked like marijuana.
Well,
that's the reason why.
Well, and the other reason on that is the cotton farmers got together a lobby and lobbied against it.
Yeah. And the steel industry didn't like it either because it was used for too many ropes, and they changed that to, the steel.
Well, if you think about the past and all the expeditions and all the discoveries and all the ships that sailed, all those sails and ropes were made from hemp.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Yep. International, but it looks just like marijuana. If you look up the plant, it did a lot like, and we had a lot of people planting hemp a couple years ago. I don't know if they're still planting hemp. Homemade soup day going on. Tom will take some caldoires. Quacker Day going on today. Stuffed mushroom day. Thank your mailman. Mailmen and women, I appreciate you guys so much.
That's not the way
I don't appreciate the Postal Service as itself, but you guys out there, I appreciate you so much.
100%.
Rosa Parks Day. Now, that was a protest. Rosa Parks.
Yep.
It wasn't breaking in the cop cars, burning cop cars, wasn't any of that type of stuff. USO Day today and World Cancer Day. One thing that we know for sure, cancer does not discriminate against anybody. I guarantee you somebody in your family that's been a victim. An active weather pattern will deliver back-to-back winter storms to portions of the Midwest and Northeast throughout the weekend. At this point, Mother Nature has turned into a real ice queen. Yeah, they should have named her Hillary Clinton, the ice queen. New York is supposed to get a lot of ice and frozen stuff. And if you're going to be taking the subway, be careful for the frozen urine. According to the annual data that's just been released by higher education experts, total student loan went up under Biden, even though he gave away all that student loan forgiveness. By the way, today is the day Donald Trump will salute all baristas across the country. You didn't get that out, Tom. It's okay. Texas has become the first state to ban Deep Seek on government devices.
Nice.
Deep Seek. Isn't that the Chinese AI program?
Yes.
Yeah. So Texas, don't download it on a government device. And in Florida, they caught a woman on a video hurling a piece of brick through her ex's window.
Oh, that's dirty.
I guess things didn't work out between them two.
Imagine that.
Wow. Congratulations.
Just a chip off the old
6
block.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 612. We'll check the weather in just a second. Tom, how do you ask for a raise?
I don't.
You don't? You wait for it to come to you?
I never have, to tell you the truth.
Monica, you ever ask for a raise?
I did ask for a raise several times at my last job, and I was told to do other things to increase what I was making.
Get that, right?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of things they wanted you to do?
Sell.
Oh, yeah.
So you can sell and make commission is what I was told. And I said, okay. So I took that as, okay. So the thing is,
I took that as, yeah.
when you sell and those customers, drop off or whatever, there goes your
you
raise.
lose the money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it wasn't a fair raise, so to say. I know a lot of businesses, they just, nowadays, they give you a raise, whether it be small or monumental, just for staying loyal.
Yeah,
for
every year,
being loyal to them. Mm-hmm.
Small raise. Blake, have you ever gone in and asked for a raise?
Yes. And I got it.
How do you do it? Yeah, just I need more money.
Basically, yeah. I mean,
yeah. I asked
for the job I do. This is what I think it's worth.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, I went in and asked a general manager for a raise one time, and he gave me a 12-piece chicken coupon.
That's funny.
Bro.
Now, on the flip side of my thing is I've just been given the raise before I even ask as well. So
yeah.
I've had both
that's
things
even
happen.
better.
Yeah, that's the best.
He gave me the 12-piece chicken coupon, and then I left the company. He called me to ask me to come back, and I said, "So you're going to give me the raise?"
No, he's going to give you two 12-piece chicken coupons.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Tom?
Looks
Wait,
like
no, Tom's got this look on his face like, wait, 12-piece chicken?
Yeah, that's a hell of a deal.
Yeah, bucket of chicken.
12-piece chicken coupons? Oh, whoa. Holy cow. Man. All right, we'll check the weather coming up in a second. Mexican cartels targeting Border Patrol agents. Kamikaze drones, explosives, and other things. Supposedly, they have a hit list with members of the Border Patrol that they want to take out. Thoughts on the Border Patrol hit list?
You know, I don't know. It's kind of like they're working against themselves, honestly, because not everyone that, like, okay, the 10,000 troops that they've sent to the border,
they're all cartel members.
Some are cartel, some are actually decent.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got your mix. It's kind of like, I don't know, you kind of like fight yourself in those moments.
I truly believe that there are members of the Mexican army that want to do the right thing.
Right.
I think there are members of the Mexican army that want to do the right thing, and I think some of them are bought and paid for by the cartels, which is kind of sad.
Right.
But I told you what was going to happen yesterday. You do not mess around with Donald Trump or the United States of America. You can call Donald Trump your daddy. Your dad, you call him Daddy Trump. That's what you need to call Donald Trump. Who's your daddy? Donald Trump. I told you what was going to happen. He's going to get on the phone with Mexico. He's going to get on the phone with Canada. And they have too much invested in America. They can't walk away. They can't walk away. And then, you know, when it concerns Mexico, Donald Trump sooner or later will say, well, we're going to tax the money leaving this country and going to your country. And then they're really screwed.
Yeah.
So they're not going to play around. And so this is a 30-day reprieve while they work, they try to fix it. I don't know. I don't know. I wish we'd just fix it and be done with it. 30 days is, it gives them an opportunity to come back to the table and say, okay, we're going to do this, this, and this. They did arrest a big drug lord yesterday. El Ricky was arrested in Nuevo Laredo, Mexico. And he was arrested right after Trump got off the phone with the Mexican president. So he was part of the Nuevo Laredo, I think it's syndicate is what it's called. But they did arrest that guy. And Trump told him, you need to take down the cartel.
Yeah, I did see that, but I didn't know, like, whereabouts it was.
So El Ricky is taken down. Also, probably the biggest news yesterday, U.S. aid cut off. Marco Rubio is going to be taking that over. See, they went to U.S. aid and started asking for, okay, where's all this money going? And nobody wanted to talk to them. They thought they were independent. The money just went to them and went out, and the Democrats are very, very upset. I'll play some of the cuts coming up in a second. Most of this money is U.S. aid is leaving America and going somewhere else. It's not staying in America. It's not aid for America. And I'll give you one example. Chuck Schumer a couple days ago had tweeted about the money that, okay, they're cutting off Meals at Wheels. Remember the whole deal? They're going to cut off Meals at Wheels. Yeah. So Meals for Wheels cost us pennies on the dollar. Yeah. He said Meals at Wheels is now in danger thanks to Donald Trump. So we saw approximately $5 million goes to Meals for Wheels. On the other hand, we spend $5 billion for refugee-related services. That's 1,000 times more than Meals on Wheels. Wow. Meals on Wheels is the red herring. Yeah. Nothing more, nothing less. And it's time to take care of America. So they're very upset. I'll play some of those cuts coming up in a second. Let me get to the tweet of the day because it's fitting. Tweet of the day this morning being brought to you by our buddies at the Twin Wells Fuel Station. If you're driving on 128 between Jowl and Carlsbad, exit Buck Jackson Road, go down 2.75 miles. They have unleaded green diesel, red diesel, DEF value. They're open to the public, open 24/7. Always open for you. They accept credit cards, debit cards, and fleet cards right off of 128 on Buck Jackson Road. Just a reminder, be safe on the road. Donald Trump said something, and I want you to listen to it after the protests are continuing. The protests being paid for by the NGOs. The NGOs are paying these people to get out there and protest. You know why? They know the money train is coming to an end. But Donald Trump said this. Listen to this.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave.
Yeah, bye.
And that's what I say all the time. That's what I said in a tweet, which I guess some people think is controversial. A lot of people love it, by the way. A lot of people love it. But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
Look, the border is open to leave if you want to leave. You can also get on a flight and just pick up and leave. It's not that big of a deal.
There's the gate.
So,
go through it.
Yeah. Chuck Schumer is very upset, saying that the money is everything's going to go up, the price of guacamole, this, but he said something yesterday that people are aroused. Blake, you see anybody walking around having a hard time walking? They're aroused?
Well, Chuck is aroused, because he goes to Epstein Island.
Oh,
yeah, maybe he's aroused. Listen to what he said yesterday.
Official, your local congressman, your local senator, and have them get to the president. But the roots of democracy are deep. People are aroused. I haven't seen people so aroused in a very, very long time in terms of going to get this done. So, yes, I think democracy will have an effect, and we are going to keep at it. People are aroused. I haven't seen people so aroused in a very, very long time.
They're walking around with a limp.
Trying to get this done. So, yes, I think democracy will have an effect, and we are going to keep at it.
Oh, thank you, Chuck. Thank you so much.
Why is he looking to see if they're aroused?
Well, I don't know why he's looking to check out people's packages. Maybe he thinks they're suspicious. But Marco Rubio talked about why they're shutting down, of course, U.S. aid. Why are we shutting down U.S. aid? Listen to this.
Take policy direction, they're completely uncooperative. When you ask questions, when you try to go in and find out, okay, what does this program do? Who's getting the money? Why was this funded? Why are we doing this? Why aren't you coordinating with the embassy or the State Department? Their attitude is, we don't have to answer to you because we are independent. We answer to no one. Well, that's not true, and that will no longer be the case.
So they act like they are independent. They do not have to answer to anybody. And they act like this is a law. U.S. aid was a law. It wasn't a law. It was an executive order. That can be reversed by a sitting president at any point. But I'm going to flash back to November of 2024. They asked a question about the 300 migrant kids that turned up missing. Have you noticed nobody's protesting in the streets about the 300,000 migrant kids that are missing?
Yep. It's good that you brought
Nobody's protesting about. Yeah, no, nada. Nobody is saying a damn thing about the 300,000 kids. You know why people are upset about U.S. aid being cut off? Because the money train is ending. Listen to the money.
Would like to answer this. Can you name some of these NGOs that have specifically taken these hundreds of millions of dollars and not used it to protect these children?
Catholic Charities, Youth and Family Services, Jewish Family Services. I spoke to a gentleman that works in DHS. He actually sends the electronic fund transfers, and I asked him, sir, tell me who do you send, who are you responsible for, and how much is the largest check you cut? He said, I'm over Jewish Family Services, and I cut a check for $600 million. And I said, is that for like 3 years? And he told me, JJ, get in the game. That's 2 or 3 months, and it's renewable.
2 or 3 months. 2 or 3 months. You want to know where our money is going, and nobody gives a damn about where our money's going, and everybody thinks that, Elon Musk is this, Elon Musk is that. How about we get some answers to some of the questions?
Yeah.
Yesterday, the press secretary Leavitt had this to say about all of this and USAID.
Comments about how he will be acting as the director over that agency. And here's the reason why Elon Musk and others have been taking a look. Because if you look at the waste and abuse that has run through USAID over the past several years, these are some of the insane priorities that organization has been spending money on.
Listen.
$1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for a production of a DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I don't know about you, but as an American taxpayer, I don't want my dollars going towards this crap, and I know the American people don't either, and that's exactly what Elon Musk has been tasked by President Trump to do, to get the fraud, waste, and abuse out of our federal...
Man, she is smoking hot. Smart, good-looking. Man, Whoopi Goldberg had a message for her yesterday. I don't have the audio from that, but Whoopi said, you want to talk about woke stuff? You wouldn't have your job if it wouldn't be for woke. Now, let me go back how many female press secretaries have we had?
1, 2, 3,
I think the last
4.
3 have
I think
been
5
set-
of them be.
have been.
I think the last
female.
5, dating Dana Perino, that was under Bush.
Right. Huckabee.
Yeah, I think that 4 or 5 at least. And by the way, when Dana Perino was put in that situation, we didn't even know what woke was. We had never heard about woke. We'll talk about Canada coming up in a second. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Wood Swan, woodswan.com. You can find them in Lincoln County, located on the Billy the Kid National Scenic Highway in Glencoe. They offer woodworking that is a work of art. 30,000 square foot manufacturing plant. They offer a showroom that is awesome. You want to check them out, just go to woodswan.com for more information or call Sherry at 575-430-2325. They offer the big slabs of wood when it comes to a dining room table or a conference table. They also offer end tables and nightstands. And if you're looking for a work of art, woodworking turned into a work of art, go to the website woodswan.com for more information. And it's just not wood that is native to New Mexico. They bring in wood from all over the place. Give them a call, 575-430-2325. Legislative wrap-up looks like the repeal of the 7-day waiting period for firearms purchased has been introduced, and that was introduced by our friend Jimmy Mason in Artesia, along with Randy Pettigrew and John Block and Jack Chaffel and Joseph Sanchez, who is a Democrat, and they want to repeal this 7-day waiting period. They want to scrap the 1-year gun safety measure that was put into place last year. By the way, that's also co-sponsored by some other local legislators, including Mark Murphy out of Roswell and Jonathan Henry out of Artesia. So, reversing the 7-day wait period. Blake, you think we're finding any traction in that?
Well, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be one of the really big battles.
I think that's going to be a huge battle.
I would like to be hopeful on that, but
me too.
It's one of the more tough battles they're going to face this session.
Yeah. Now, I do have good news this morning. Michelle Lujan Gresham got an embarrassing blow yesterday. Judge striking down the overreaching education rule.
Yep.
So the judge struck that down. Fifth Judicial Judge Dustin Hunter out of Roswell ruled on Monday that the department's mandate that all public school districts and charter schools implement 180 days of instructional calendars does not align with the legislators' clear intent, according to Dustin yesterday, as I have a wasp on my mouse. And I'm allergic to bees. So that's the last thing that we need to happen to me. So, Blake, you read the bill. Go ahead and continue while I deal with this critter.
So what he's saying was, he said the PED lacks the authority to implement a rule mandating a minimum number of instructional days for public school districts and charter schools. That's what the judge said. And that ruling came after a year of opposition from administrators, lawmakers on the Democrat side, and they challenged, the authority basically of the PED. Gotcha. And the Democrats wanted to defend that and say, no, we can tell everybody what to do. And so it really,
unfortunately,
yeah, that controversy began last year, and when she totally did this overreach, and I'm glad the judge found that is what it is.
Amen. Amen. So the governor gets a slap down, which I think she needed a good slap down.
Well, it was going to hurt. It was going to hurt any district with a 4-day school week. So think about all the districts in southeast New Mexico that have 4-day weeks.
And by the way, those 4-day school week schools, usually their testing is much, much better than the 5 days.
Exactly where
evidently,
I was going. Yep.
It's working.
Yep.
It's working.
Yep.
I don't know where that wasp went, but God bless. Hopefully he doesn't come back. El Salvador yesterday agreed to accept the U.S. deportees. Yeah. So El Salvador said, yes, we'll take our folks back.
They went a step further, actually. Did you listen to Marco Rubio yesterday? He said,
I did not.
He said the El Salvadoran president actually said, we'll take them all back. And if you guys want to ship any criminals here, we'll put them in our jails.
Yes.
Now,
I also heard yesterday that we might not send back some of the worst criminals. So say we got a guy that's from El Salvador, and he is the worst of the worst, and he has murdered and raped kids and done all kind of crazy things. We might just put them in Guantanamo and not send them back. And the reason Trump said was he's scared that when they get sent back, they might end up back over here. So it's better for us just to hold on to them because they are the worst of the worst.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about paying for that, but I get where he's going. I do.
Well, I do. And I don't know how I feel about paying for that either, but I would rather pay for that than to pay to send him back and have him come back and do bad things.
Yeah, no doubt. That is true. Coast Guard conducting deportation flights out of California and Texas. So Donald Trump asked if they could take part, and they have. So far, they've got about 1,500 U.S. Custom and Border Protection folks working in El Paso and in San Diego with the Coast Guard to fly people out. And they've got about 1,000 Army soldiers on the border in El Paso and about 500 Marines that are there. Lubbock City officials confirming the first case of the bird flu. They discovered dead birds. So Director of Lubbock Public Health, Catherine Wells, wants folks in the area to be very vigilant when it comes to detecting cases of the bird flu after testing deceased birds within the city that did test positive for the bird flu. You want to know why we're at the price of eggs right now? It's because of bird flu. And we killed some of those birds that probably we shouldn't have killed at, what was it, 100 million? Yeah. And we only have 300 million laying hens in America.
It's tough.
Not good. Not good. Trump should have negotiated a deal with Mexico that we'd import some of their eggs.
Yeah. Did you see that TikTok of all the eggs in Mexico at a grocery store?
Yeah, the price, they're very cheap.
Yeah.
Our eggs, a dozen eggs for me is about 50, probably about 70 cents for a dozen eggs.
Dang,
We don't buy many because we just have a couple hens and they keep us and the eggs. You need some hens.
Yeah, I got one over there, but Monahans and push-ups will chase after them.
They do.
I guess.
Look,
Wait,
you got to learn. Look, you need a coop if you're going to have chickens.
Well, you got like a chicken just running around the trailer.
Yeah, he's in the barrio.
Yeah, right. There's a chicken running a complex out there. So.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm gonna come get him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. All right, let's get to the price of oil this morning, being brought to you by Spinnaker Cementing Solutions, a division of CUD Energy Service. Spinnaker built to serve the largest drilling programs, and they are ready to go to work for you. New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, they have 25 cementing crews, 200 experienced cementing professionals ready to go to work for you. SpinnakerOil.com or 324 North Magnum Industrial Road in Hobbs.
West Texas Intermediate, $71.60, $74.95 for Brent crude, and the price of natural gas is $3.20.
Oh, playing with the board.
Well, I mean, I had to say in Hobbs twice. I was wondering if there was crickets.
I know Blake and I turned and looked at him. We were like,
No, I was looking at the numbers. I was ready for the cue.
Looks like Donald Trump calling out South Africa's president over racism, whites having their land confiscated. So he's holding back aid going to South Africa, he said, because it's human rights violation, massive human rights violations that folks are having their land taken away from. This has been going on a long time after apartheid.
Mm-hmm.
That they just confiscate the land. They're like the cartels. They just go in there and go, okay, we'll take it. Not a problem. All right, 637. We are on the Breakfast Club Morning Show this morning, being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. Homegrown and proud of it. Farm and Ranch Supplies, Western Wear, certified Purina dealer. They've got everything. Tack and trailers and tanks, all your plumbing supplies, everything you need to, if you're living on a farm or a ranch, they've got you covered. 1105 East 2nd in Roswell, RoswellLivestock.com. Give them a call today, 575-622-9164. Call them today. Tom, it's already 6:38.
All right, on the question of the day, how do you ask for a raise? Well, this text says, I worked for a welding company way back in the day, and when I went and asked my boss for a raise, he told me there would be no raise. I said I would be looking for another job. The boss said, yeah, right, you're too broke to leave. 2 days later, I was gone, says the texter. Okay.
good for you. This person said, you ask for a raise by working harder. Smokey in Arizona said, good morning, you guys. Good morning. And this person, when I was talking about my story about the raise, this person said, Monica, that kind of sounds like a pimp from your description. They probably wanted or wished they could be a pimp, but they're not. Anyone who thinks the cartels can take on the U.S. military are stupid. Try it. Game over.
Look, I mean, I posted this the other day because there are people acting like Mexico is going to beat up the United States. They are going to take on the mighty U.S. military. So I posted how many tanks we have. I'm going to go back and look for that. And I mean, it's not even, here it is. All right. U.S. Land power comparison. U.S. is number 1. Mexico is number 32. Nuclear weapons, 550 belong to America, 0 Mexico. Active duty personnel, 1.3 million. Mexico, 412. Reserve personnel, 759,000 for the United States, 98,000 for Mexico. When it comes to tanks, we got 4,640 tanks. Mexico ain't got no tanks. When it comes to armored vehicles, we have 391,000, almost 392. They got 19,000. And I mean, I can go on and on and on and on. Rocket projectors, we got 641. They got 0. I mean, they're not taking on American. They're just not. It would be impossible. We are the big bad bully. Well, and I said it on TikTok live stream this morning about Donald Trump. He is something that everybody, he is I can't say it because it's a bad word, but Monica, you know where I'm going.
I know exactly
He's like,
where you're going.
oh.
I
Yeah.
agree. And I saw this post yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw it on my Facebook, but I shared it because it was so powerful. And it was like, I can't believe that I'm saying this, but I'm actually really glad that they cheated Trump out of his win in the 2020 election because everything that he went through, like them indicting him, they tried to bankrupt him, just having trying to take his life out. Like, dude saw everything and came back and said, watch what and watch what I'll do. And to me, that just screams love for his country, first and foremost for his country, because he is a very proud American. And then for the people of America. And I just think that he sees it from a non-political side. And I think that's what bugs the fire, even out of normal people, because they've been fed this political junk our whole lives, pretty much, from the news. And so that's why they can't stand him. But I'm actually glad.
I think there's a lot paid, but I think the NGOs are paying people to protest. Some of these youngins that they're not cut from the same cloth as those people that get up every day and go work in our dairies and work on our farms and go work as welders and so on and forth. They're not cut from the same cloth. Nope. Half these people have never had a damn job. And I'm case in point. Yesterday, the food trucks were out there. People were out there working. And I saw a couple videos. They said, hey, why aren't you participating in the Day of the Mexican? And they said, because we're not privileged. We're not privileged. We're workers, and we're here to work.
Yeah, the only way
that somebody with the law, that's on them. It's not on us.
Right. The only way Mexico could take on the U.S. is if it was like the movie Red Dawn, where they teamed up with Cuba and Russia. And,
maybe. I mean, Russia's a small country.
But we do have a track record. I mean, there was the Mexican-American War. Yeah,
and we, I wouldn't mess with Trump. I would not push him. I wouldn't. Looks like 2 New Mexico's most wanted fugitives arrested January 28th in a multi-agency operation, according to New Mexico Corrections Department. Michael Garcia, 46, and Eric Edwards, 36, arrested in Bernalillo County during the operation. And they're just releasing this data. By the way, they found narcotics, 16 firearms that were seized, and both of these individuals were felons. What are they doing with 16 firearms? How'd they get their hands on those firearms?
They didn't get the governor's memo.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. But we got 2 of the most wanted New Mexicans off the street. Wisconsin governor rejects the GOP drafted bill requiring local law enforcement to help ICE, saying he will not help ICE. I've got a video from the governor of Phil Murphy. Where is Phil Murphy from? Phil Murphy is from the used to be great state of New Jersey. He's actually housing an illegal alien and said that he was doing so. Tom Holman had some words of wisdom for him.
Too much detail, but there's someone in our broader universe who's immigration status is not yet at the point that they are trying to get it to. And we said, you know what, let's have her live at our house above our garage. And good luck to the feds coming in to try to get her.
I got note of it. Won't let it go. We'll look into it. And if he's knowingly harboring, concealing an illegal alien, that's a violation of Title 8 United States Code 1324. I would seek prosecution, or the Secretary would seek prosecution. So maybe he's bluffing. If he's not, we'll deal with that.
Why does Phil Murphy thinks he is a big badass that the feds aren't going to come to my house?
Yeah.
Well, this goes to show you that a lot of these Democrats think they are above the law.
Yep.
That's what they think.
Amen. And by the way, you want to see a bunch of messed up people, go watch the Democratic National.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I played a couple cuts yesterday about the votes. You'll elect 2 non-binary people, 2 males, and 2 females. What? Mm-hmm. We want to make sure there's equality and equity.
Those are Tom's peeps.
You need to record yourself saying, what? Like that, and play it every time something makes absolutely no sense.
I'm just, I want, please go look it up.
Yeah,
because these people are completely whack.
Well, they didn't.
They really are.
They didn't talk about the main issues. They didn't talk about.
No.
See,
Tom's
peeps.
Diversity.
Right.
Yeah, equity and inclusion. We're going to talk about a bunch of band-dads take down an active shooter over the weekend.
Heck yeah.
Active shooter was 83 years of age.
Not that active.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barely active.
That's what I was thinking. How active is this guy? He's 83 years old. He can't be that active. Let me check the weather being brought to you by Main Trailer Sales. Don't go camping without Main Trailer Sales. Fifth Wheel, toy haulers, ultralights, they've got you covered with all of those. Hey, if you're working and living in a hotel, get yourself a fifth wheel. And when you pay that thing off, it is yours and the per diem paid for it. If you keep staying in that motel, you know what you're going to get? You're going to get like a glove box full of receipts. 575-822-1751, MainTrailerSalesInc.com. Take the virtual tour today. 70 years in business, doing things the right way. MainTrailerSalesInc.com. Southeast New Mexico, 74 and sunny today. Cloudy tonight. Patchy fog later on tonight. Down to about 50. Patchy fog tomorrow. Most of that burning off before 9. Sunny skies and 82 for your Wednesday, and warm weather in the 80s for all of Southeast New Mexico for the rest of the week. 70 in Ruidoso, Lincoln County today. Sunny skies. 44 tonight. 67 for your Wednesday. Maybe a little high wind for Friday. A little breezy, but temperatures remaining close to 70. 5-day forecast. Go to W105radio.com. Weather this morning being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction, a trusted name across Southeast New Mexico. Exceptional construction and siding services, residential services. They're ready to take care of you. Yeah, if you need siding, a brand new roof, they do shingle and metal roofs. They also can take care of, if you're thinking about erecting a big metal building, they do the commercial and industrial metal building. They can do replace all your windows and doors. And they're different. They are just built different. They're a trusted name across Southeast New Mexico. They do the job correctly. They do it right the first time. 575-391-1430 or Seminole Siding and Construction.com. Tom in the text.
Question of the day, how do you ask for a raise? This texter says you should never have to ask for a raise. If you're thinking about it, then you need to find another job, says the texter.
Ooh, that's good. When I was in my 20s, I worked for my stepdad in the oil field, and I asked him for a raise. He told me to turn around, and he would kick me in the rear and raise me up off the ground. Here's another interesting one. My dad and grandpa raised me, 2 diesel mechanics, and that's what I ended up being. They raised me to never ask for a raise. A good company will give you one if you deserve it. Don't let someone take advantage of you, but don't demand a raise. If you earn it, you'll get it.
And Kathy from the Patch is chiming in. Hey, B, can we can just use that USA money to pay to keep the worst of the worst in our prisons? There's plenty of money for that, she says this morning.
Read the one before she sent that, because she sent one about a raise too.
Yeah, I'm going to get to it in a minute.
I once asked for a raise a long time ago, and my boss told me, "Why do you need a raise? You have a husband," said Kathy from the Patch. I think that I would have slapped him.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
As I said, well, at least your boss didn't offer to take you to a car dealership and help you get out of your, so to say, expensive car payment, Kathy. Lord Jesus, there's a fire.
Or offer you a bucket of chicken.
Or offer you a bucket of chicken. There you go.
Yeah, but Tom was like a bucket of chicken. I'd have taken that.
You should have seen his face, Kevin, because that's what it said. Tom's face, like, chicken? Yeah.
Tom gives out his nalgas for a raise. Says the texter.
What does that mean?
I think nalgas is one of the funniest words ever.
I don't even know what it means.
Butt cheeks.
Oh,
Go, Tom.
And for people who don't know what USA Aid stands for, don't let the name deceive you. It stands for United States Agency for International Development, says the texter.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not developing America. You know who's very upset? I'll come back to this next cut about Canada, but where's the cut that I had about Ian Omar? Did I play Ian Omar?
No,
I don't think I played Ian Omar. She's very upset. Listen to what Ian Omar had to say.
Emotionally upset about USAID. I lived in a refugee camp for 4 years as a child surviving civil war.
Boo-hoo-hoo.
It is the essential programs that USAID provided that kept my family and I fed and safe. It is the resources that so many people around the world rely on.
You know, I'm
problem.
just going to say, yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. How is that our problem? We need to take care of Americans.
Yeah.
And by the way, regime change. They're also paying for regime changes. USAID. All right, here's Canada. They're talking about, they struck the deal. No tariffs. Next on the list is China. Supposedly, China immediately put a 10% tariff against America. What will that cost us at the checkout line?
No.
Maybe eventually. Maybe. Eventually. But you know, at what point do we stand up to the Chinese? At what point do we stand up to Japan? You know, we owe them like $1.4 trillion. But we got a base on Japan where we've been protecting them for years. Donald Trump yesterday talked about Ukraine. We're going to fund Ukraine. But guess what? They signed a deal that they're going to give us the rights to their minerals. And they've got lots of precious minerals. And Donald Trump brokered the deal. When's the last time you've seen a politician broker a deal that is on behalf of the American people?
It's been
hasn't happened.
Yeah, I was going to say at least 4 years.
Yeah. So here's part of that that happened yesterday, that no tariffs yet.
By sending 10,000 Mexican troops to the U.S. border, Mexico's president delayed tariffs by a month. Canada's prime minister says they're implementing our $1.3 billion border plan, sending nearly 10,000 frontline personnel to the northern border, appointing a fentanyl czar, and so proposed tariffs will be paused for at least 30 days. That announcement came after the second Trump-Trudeau call of the day.
Canada's very tough.
43 pounds of fentanyl was seized at the northern border last year, a fraction of the 20,000 pounds seized at the southern border.
This is not a trade war. This is a drug war.
The tariffs on Mexico and Canada are just paused. In a month, if they are imposed, Democrats warn prices could go up.
It's going to affect beer, okay? It's going to affect Your guac.
President's team argues that
Yeah, your guacamole is going to go up.
Chuck Schumer, what a joke.
What an idiot. All right,
Well,
here's
no,
the deal.
He's trying to get to the common person.
Correct.
Look,
Right.
your
Yeah.
beer is going to go up. Your guacamole is going to go up.
Cigarettes are gonna go up.
Well, drink some damn
conniving.
Jack Daniels.
Amen.
Here's Donald Trump talking about the European Union, talking about the deal with Ukraine. Here's what he said.
Ukraine, they have very valuable rare earth. We want what we put up to go in terms of a guarantee. We want a guarantee. We're handing them money hand over fist. We're giving them equipment. European is not keeping up with us. They should equalize. And look, we have an ocean in between. They don't. It's more important for them than it is for us. But they're way below us in terms of money. And they should be paying at least equal. They should really be paying much more than us. But let's say equal to us. And they're billions and billions of dollars below. So we're looking to do a deal with Ukraine where they're going to secure what we're giving them with their rare earth and other things.
So Donald Trump's like, what do you got for collateral? We're going to put some collateral up on this deal.
The U.S.
Oh, you got
pawn
rare
shop.
earth?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Hegseth, here's what he had to say yesterday about the Tren de Agua gang. What can we do with them? Oh, Gizmo's looking really good.
Perfect place to provide for migrants who are traveling out of our country through gray tails or other assets, but also hardened criminals. Where are you going to put Tren de Aragua before you send them all the way back? How about a maximum security prison at Guantanamo Bay?
Huh? Doesn't that sound good? Lock them up.
Yeah.
I mean, the more you put them in our regular jails, the gang will grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't think about
That's
that,
the
but
way
you're
it
right.
works. So put them away and Guantanamo Bay, away from everybody. I think that's a great idea. Yeah. Morning show this morning being brought to you by North Star Laundry, one-stop shop for all your laundry. They offer dry cleaning, pressing, starching, and you can drop off your laundry. They can wash, dry, and fold your laundry. Hey, if you want to take care of your own stuff, not a problem. They have coin-operated machines at all three of their locations. Find them 604 West Church in Carlsbad, 604 West Lee in Carlsbad, and 406 West Cedar and Loving. Check them out today. Looks like Bandads take down an elderly active shooter in Texas. This is a weird story. Swift actions from 4 tactically trained Bandads helped prevent a big tragedy after they took down the active shooter who opened fire on a band competition in Texas. Pasadena Police Department confirmed 83-year-old Dennis Brandel was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon after he allegedly opened fire at a local high school's band competition. This happened Sunday about 6 p.m. along the Pasadena Independent School District, and the competition was going on. They arrested the man. He's 83
Was anyone hurt?
years old. The Bandads were able to take him into custody, and nobody was hurt in the.
Okay.
I mean, he lost consciousness, but everything is good.
So
Yeah.
was he
But-
heard shouting before that, "Get off my lawn"?
No, but I bet that was part of the. Yeah, I mean, there was one person that was shot in the shoulder, but she's fine. But I mean, things could have went worse if the Bandads wouldn't have tackled the guy and taken him down.
So,
by the way, they had some tactical experience because 3 of them are police officers, and two of them are police officers, and one of them is an Air Force veteran, and one of them is a Army veteran.
So-
but they were able to take him.
Will Ferrell and Marky Mark are going to make a movie about this, I'm sure, called Bandads.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Inmate finds a loaded gun during a cleanup. You know how the inmates go and clean up the interstate?
Yeah.
They were on Interstate 25 when one of them found a loaded gun hidden in the tumbleweeds. By the way, supervising corrections officer was notified and was given the gun, and that's all we know at this point. How bad could that have gone?
Very.
Very bad.
If the inmate wouldn't have turned that over.
What state was it? Was it Colorado? Was it New Mexico? Where was it?
No, that was here. That was in Albuquerque.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it was in Albuquerque.
Wow.
Yep. Hundreds rallied yesterday in Santa Fe for immigrant rights. Immigrant rights. The executive director of Puebla UNDA said, we want our state, our cities, our countries, our counties, I should say, using our money to separate our families, or we don't want them to devastate the local economy at the same time by putting our people in detentions. They were at the Roundhouse yesterday, and at the same time, it looks like a representative Republican, he is the Senate Minority Leader, William Scherer, was on the Senate floor, and did he announce the tip line for undocumented migrants? Did he do that? So the top Republican in the New Mexico Senate on Friday said the party's caucus had set up a tip line to report unfound actions by federal officials against local legal residents of New Mexico, but also to report undocumented aliens. He said if there is a situation like this, let us know. Of course, he's from the Farmington area. I had never heard of him.
No.
So,
Me neither.
but yeah, New Mexico. What's the Hispanic population in New Mexico? Is it 60%?
Close to it, I think.
I bet it's close. I bet you're right.
I bet it's close to 60%. Pretty close. And a Florida stripper busted after battering a 7-Eleven clerk with a banana.
48.6% of New Mexico.
I don't believe that.
48?
That was
I think it's higher.
that's as of 2023. So over the year it may have increased too.
I think that's higher.
See, this in July from last year says 49.78, but that's straight Hispanic. That doesn't count any mix.
Yeah, I would think it's close to 60, but maybe I'm wrong. Katreva Turner, 22 years old, got in a verbal altercation with a 30-year-old worker at 7-Eleven, and things got a little spicy, and that's when she picked up a banana and hurled it at the cashier, threw the banana at the cashier. By the way, she has been charged. Would you call that, Tom, would you call that an assault?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she was booked into the jail on battery charges. Police records say that Turner's her employer, Baby Dolls, a gentleman club, actually bailed her out.
Oh.
So congratulations to her. She's out.
Maybe
she works at a place.
Maybe she'll get a cell with that dude that threw the bologna sandwich at the other one.
Maybe. So she works at a place called Baby Dolls. So you think she'd be the one taking a banana in the face? I don't. What do I know? All right, 703 KWMW Maljamora 105.1 FM and KWES 93.5 in Ruidoso. Tom and the text. We'll check the weather coming up. We got a lot of things still to get to this morning. We'll keep you updated with everything going on. Tom?
This text says spending money, tax dollars on bad criminals is better than spending money on burying a loved one, says the texter. Yep.
Yeah.
And John from Muna said, "Good morning, guys. I can't remember what movie it was from, but I remember the guy going in there and asking his boss, 'Hey, boss, how about a raise?' And his boss replied, 'How about we just let you keep your job?' LOL." Um,
That
Eddie said Mexico, Russia, or Cuba wouldn't have a chance on American soil. Not only do we have a badass military, we also have at least 150 million Americans locked and loaded. I know that's right.
Uncle Mike says, hey, I think Whoopi was talking about the LGHQYZ Raggedy Ann good riddance, says the texter.
Charles
Thank
from the
God she's
Patch
gone.
says, with just the sheer number of gun-owning Americans, Mexico would never stand a chance against the United States. And this texter said, Mexicans don't even know where to throw used toilet paper, much less take on the United States.
Oh, come on.
Travis
That
from
ain't right.
Roswell said, and people forget, long before we had tanks and missiles and everything else, we kicked Mexico's rear all the way back to Mexico City, and they were lucky. We let them keep what we let them keep.
This texter is asking, with the 10% tariff on China, will affect prices? And asking, I already pay $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, says the texter. That's caused by Biden's inflation tariff on Americans.
I mean, I'll say it again. Trump's initial tariffs are still in effect. Biden didn't roll those out. So if they were so bad, why didn't he discontinue them?
And this texter says, I think he is sick of this person living at his house. That is why he said it out loud, thinking about the governor of New Jersey.
Come pick her up. Come pick her up.
Come get her.
And speaking of mailmen, because it's National Mail Carrier Day, sometimes I think that guy that was on the Christmas movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger is my mailman. Can't remember his name.
Sinbad.
Said John from Seminole.
I will say this much. We at the radio station have a awesome mail lady.
Yes.
And I think she's an independent. She's one of the independent contractors. She is awesome. So applaud.
I'll tell you, the one we have at our house is great too. She really is.
Yeah.
Texter's
One
asking,
more time.
Texter's asking, really, Tommy? I mean, 3 plates with 3 Dr. Peppers at the buffet? What buffet are you talking about?
Really, Tom?
I don't know what they're talking about.
Which
I don't know
buffet
what
did you
they're
go
talking
to?
about.
Yeah.
Where did you go to eat yesterday?
I didn't.
Hey,
You didn't eat yesterday.
Ate the house.
Kevin, this is a joke.
Yeah.
Why did the illegal immigrant take anxiety pills?
I don't know.
Hispanic attacks.
Oh.
Hispanic attacks. Do you get it? It was funny when I read it.
I heard the Mexican word of the day today, and now I can't remember it.
Oh.
It was funny. It was funny. Very funny.
One more,
I'd
B.
do it if I had. All right.
Thomas from Alamo says, hey, B, did you hang out with Jimmy Brew over the weekend?
Joey Bro.
Or Joey Bro over the weekend, excuse me.
No, I'm in the Philippines, bro.
Right. That
Joey
person can't
is-
get over that you know him.
Look, that's the only thing they text
Yeah.
every single day.
Maybe it's Joey Bro.
Maybe. You never know.
Yep, B.
Maybe it's Joey. All right, let me get to the thought for the day, then we'll take a break. Thought for the day being brought to you by Wakefield Oil, 35 years serving Southeast New Mexico. Quality products, excellent service, dependable, boom or bust. They are ready for you, and they can deliver oil and gas products and the patch, also interstate batteries. Go to wakefieldOil.com for more information or pick up the phone and call them 575-622-4160. Thought for the day in memory of Mr. Wendell Wakefield. Thought for the day is there's a good chance that your calculator history is more embarrassing than your browser history. It's my thought for the day this morning. All right, 708. We got to take a break. National anthem and the pledge on the way. We're going to get to that. Also, we've got things that happen on this date in history. A really good taking out the trash. And news this morning being brought to you by Zia Guns. Find them 1907 North in Roswell. They've got the Citadel Pump shotgun on sale right now for $159. That comes with a lifetime warranty and probably one of the best home protection tools that you can have. They also have the 12 gauge or 20 gauge over-under shotgun for $379. That also comes with a lifetime lifetime warranty. They also have lots of Trump guns. Yeah, they have the Trump 1911, the Fight 1911, the Trump Tommy gun, and the binos from Glock and 6 Hour with the Trump right on the side. Get those and so much more. They have the largest selection of guns, around 1,000 firearms in stock, handguns, rifles, and shotguns. Get personal protection. And don't forget, you can always trade in your rig to get a better rig. 575-622-0023 or 1907 North Main in Roswell. Taking a break. We're coming back at 7:10.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. A roadway rehabilitation project on US 285 from milepost 63 to milepost 67 south of Artesia will begin on Wednesday. The $2.86 million project includes 3-inch mill and fill and restriping of the roadway and is expected to be complete by the end of March. Work will be performed 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday until completed. Mill and fill is a structural pavement treatment that involves the removal of existing surface layers with a milling machine and replacement with new asphalt. The federal grazing fee for 2025 remains $1.35 per animal unit for public lands administered by the BLM and the U.S. Department of Agriculture Forest Service. An animal unit month or head month, treated as equivalent measures for fee purposes, is the use of public lands by 1 cow and her calf, 1 horse, or 5 sheep or goats for a month. The newly calculated grazing fees take effect March 1st and will apply to nearly 18,000 grazing permits and leases administered by the BLM and nearly 6,250 permits administered by the Forest Service. Golfers in Carlsbad will have to wait about 4 more months to hit the links as the city continues a $4.5 million project to upgrade the system of pipelines and sprinklers that keep the greens green. The closure of the course and driving range, owned and operated by the city of Carlsbad, began in late November, and while the 18-hole course is being upgraded, the 9-hole par 3 course is available to play along with the city's miniature golf course. The 9-hole course is likely to close over the summer, so its irrigation system can also be repaired. The front 9 holes of the main course are expected to be playable in March, with a full course ready by April or early May. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Medications taking away key nutrients from your body? Struggling with weight loss? Pharmacy 575 offers all your prescription needs and more. From their My Daily Medication program with pre-dosed packages to weight loss plan with in-body scanner or their medication and wellness consultations, let Pharmacy 575 help. With walk-in vaccines and local delivery, they do it all. Go see Pharmacy 575 at 305 East Sanger Suite 600 or call 575-263-2908. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Pharmacy 575. Your health, their priority.
American Oil and Natural Gas provides a reliable energy solution, powers our economy, and ensures energy independence over foreign sources. As one of the country's leading producers, Coterra Energy has a responsibility to help meet these needs. They're growing their team and bringing on new team members who are passionate about energy and making a difference in the Permian Basin. New team members receive a sign-on bonus and have access to an incredible benefits package. To apply, text Coterra to 71441. That's COTERRA to 71441. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
I'm only going a short distance. I never wear a seatbelt for that.
Seatbelts are too constraining, so I don't want to wear it.
My pickup truck will protect me. Why do I need a seatbelt?
It's a fact. Seatbelts save lives. Whether you're going to the corner store or traveling across the state, wear your seatbelt. Whenever you get into a vehicle, be a good example for your passengers and buckle up. Seatbelts are there to protect you and your passengers, so wear them. Remember, if you buckle up, they'll buckle up. Sponsored by NMDOT and aired in cooperation with the NMBA and this station.
Imagine a world where teams wore plain, uninspired uniforms. Functional? Sure. Eye-catching?
Hardly. But as times evolved, so did the demand for standout styles. Enter the era of awesome graphics. Located at 523 West Sanger in Hobbs, New Mexico, they revolutionized team and work attire. Their secret? High-quality FR uniforms from renowned brands like Ariat, Lapco, Byrne, and Bulwark, paired with cutting-edge technology for vibrant, multicolored logos. Awesome Graphics bridges the gap, offering both sports and industrial uniforms that don't just fit well, they inspire. From Nike office shirts to Adidas and Oakley designs, they ensure every team and staff look as professional as they perform. They're not just about appearances at Awesome Graphics, they're about empowering teams. So if you're in Southeast New Mexico and need uniforms that speak volumes, the choice is clear. Visit myawesomegraphics.com and discover how they can elevate your team's image. Awesome Graphics, where style meets performance.
Funny. Certain controversial issues, pretty much anything they want to talk about.
Just funny as hell. Assholes, but they're funny.
All right, let's get it on.
It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and we're just the fire hydrant.
I pass it on to you as my father passed it on to me.
Take the time to thank all our sponsors. Be on the Breakfast Club.
It's part of my morning routine.
Time I'm putting you on the spot this morning. The original song that was, of course, a parody from what song? What?
Yes. Love hurts. Love hurts.
Yay.
And who sang the song?
Kiss.
Nazareth.
Oh, Nazareth.
Oh,
I
my Lord.
I gave him the answer before it started, when you started playing it, so he remembered. But I didn't
well,
tell
at least
him the
he
band.
remembered it.
Yeah, I know. He did good.
The prevention medicine must be working. That's awesome. God bless you. New study suggesting the levels of microplastics in human brains may be rapidly on the increase. Luckily, most of the human brains haven't, functioned fully in a long, long time. But the scary part is they found microplastics also in other parts of the human body, including the man, that thing. Which led me to ask, was it a hard plastic or, but microplastics are a thing that we should all worry about, because getting transferred into our food, and then we're eating that food, and it's getting in our body. Tom, how could you get plastic particles into your body?
It's easy, B. You drink it.
How would you drink it?
Well, isn't stuff made out of plastic?
I think it's more that we're eating it, like fish eat the plastic bags and stuff, and then we eat the fish. Same thing with cows and pigs, and eating plastic bags and that type of stuff.
You drink
and then
it.
we get the little particles in our body. Like, how small are microparticles for microplastics? I mean, it's very, very small, right?
Yeah, they're microscopic.
Yeah, very, very small. New study revealing how much turmeric you might need to consume post-exercise for muscle recovery. And the study doesn't resonate, of course, with Americans, because most Americans don't exercise. Now, correct me, Blake. Is it turmeric or is it turmeric?
I say turmeric, but I've heard it both ways.
I say turmeric.
I've heard it both ways. Too.
Turmeric.
So that's one of the things that I take daily because the Indians use it a whole bunch. They cook with it and stuff. And by the way, they don't get prostate cancer. Direct link to turmeric and prostate cancer.
Well, and that's
Or
where
not get-
that's where it comes from. It comes from that part of the world, so that stands to reason they cook. And I've started adding a lot more to our food when we cook. But to get all the benefits of it, you have to make sure you also pair it with black pepper so your body can do that right.
Both of them.
Yeah. Now I looked up the microplastics before we get away from that.
Yep.
And it's anything from 1 nanometer up to 5 millimeters, which is pretty big.
Wow.
I mean, that's something you could see. That's like that's almost a pencil eraser.
So I just noticed that in haste yesterday, trying to get this morning, trying to get all my equipment to work. This is my good luck charm, and I turned it around. Monica, I want you to look. Can you see the camera, Monica? All right. You see that?
Yes. Who is that?
That's a picture of my daddy on the radio.
Oh.
How cool is that?
So I think one of your sons looks like him.
So, except browner.
Yeah.
Well, both of them look alike.
What, his son?
Did you say?
Oh, no, they're twins.
Did you say it's
well, I only see one. Only one pops up on my face.
Is it a Browner Bonner? Is that what it is?
Well, when they were
IBM.
playing ball in high school, because they're very small, I would call them the itty bitty Mexicans, IBMs.
So it's a
Some people like
it's a Browner
you can't
Bonner.
call them that. Yeah, it's Bonner. Yeah, you can't call them that. I can call them what I want. They're my kids. Shut up.
We got a phone call.
Tom, let's go to the call. Then we'll tell you why Tom's super excited. He is aroused, as Chuck Schumer says. We'll get to that. 7:22 morning. How you doing? Where are you calling from this morning?
This is Blake from the Patch. I'm headed into Carlsbad.
Hey, Blake.
What's up, Blake?
Yes, sir. I just want to give you guys a heads up. There's a head-on collision on 285 in the southbound lane between two motor vehicles. The police and stuff are getting on scene right now, but it's right at the Happy Valley truck relief.
Man, I don't want to hear
Yes, sir.
that, but yeah, thanks
nobody
for the
does,
heads
but
up.
everybody was out of the vehicle. Looks like everybody's
brother.
okay. Just find another route. Thank you, guys.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thank you.
Thanks for the update. Traffic update being brought to you by Luke Ragsdale Law Firm.com. Tom is super stoked. He is aroused, him and Chuck Schumer. That Little House on the Prairie is going to get a reboot on Netflix. Little House on the Prairie on Netflix.
Who's going to be in it?
They
I
don't
know.
have a cast yet. No. They don't have a shooting date yet. And it's going to be they might as well call it Little Woke House on the Prairie.
Little Woke House.
Because it's
Yeah,
going to
well.
not be like it was.
Yeah. New trend in Canada with the Toronto Raptors hosting the American basketball teams. When they play the American national anthem, the crowd boos. Oh, shut up already.
I'm okay with them doing it
Shut
up there. You know,
I mean, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. You still live in Canada.
Right.
University of Iowa honoring Caitlin Clark over the weekend by retiring her number and hoisting it up in the rafters.
Oh, wow.
as they
So
should.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. She brought so much attention to the University of Iowa, and congratulations going out to Caitlin.
And women's basketball.
Yeah, well, and
That's
women's
true.
basketball. True story. Lawmakers yesterday at the state roundhouse got together and spoke out about the immigrants and the debate. David Gallegos was there. David Gallegos said the protesters should be on their side as new policies would protect immigrant populations. Once they understand the true intent, not the political intent, but the true intent of what President Trump is doing, he's looking to eliminate the criminal illegal aliens.
Right.
David Gallego said that. And also out of Dexter, Angelita Mejia of Dexter said that the Republican legislators, are there's lots of fear and misinformation out there saying, look, they're going after the criminals. They're targeting the criminals. That's what they are targeting. Thank you for our representatives for standing strong. China responding to the tariffs on the United States took quick action and imposed a 10% additional tariff yesterday. Supposedly there will be a meeting today, and I think today is the day that Trump will meet with Benjamin Netanyahu, if I'm not mistaken. Lubbock woman. Tom, you know I've dated some crazy women in my time.
I know. Okay.
I have loca in the cabeza. I have, yes, but this woman set fire to an RV in Lubbock.
Yikes.
Carla Ruda has been charged with arson. She's 32 years old. Fifth wheel trailer caught on fire and she and then spread to the grass. They were able to contain it to the property. She was arrested at the scene.
She looks a little
no
crazy.
word on why she did it.
She looks crazy.
Good. Yeah, did you see
Yeah,
a picture of her?
Yeah, I
she
just went and looked at it. I was like, oh, well, she looks crazy.
They're all going crazy.
2 years to the day after the Norfolk Southern train derailed in East Palestine, Ohio, causing the toxic chemical burns.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like more lawsuits are being filed. The governor, Mike DeWine, and Vice President J.D. Vance plan to speak to a small gathering, and that was 1 year ago. Many lawsuits are stemming from this so far. And by the way, recovery was very, very, very slow. It took
over a year.
Didn't it take? Yeah, over a year for Joe Biden to actually show up.
Or to even,
isn't that sad?
Yeah, to really even say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Ohio, Vivek Ramaswamy has got a commanding lead.
Saw that on Fox.
Tom, would it surprise you if 3/5 of Ohio Republicans say they're going to vote for Ramaswamy?
I think he's got it in the bag, to tell the truth. I saw the poll this morning. He's got a 52% that registered Republicans would vote for him.
57% lead for the entire Buckeye State, and it's 76% among Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
He's running against a Maine state politician that was the attorney general of the state. But he's got way too much national attention.
Yep.
So it looks like he is going to, he's going to get that. And that's why he's not working with Elon Musk. Even though there's a lot of haters out there. So he's not working with Elon Musk because they couldn't get along. Elon Musk sleeping in a federal building to work. Taking baths in the basins of the bathroom. How fun is that?
Not.
I like that guy. And he takes no salary
Tom,
either.
Oh,
Yeah.
he doesn't?
So
I didn't
he-
know that about Elon.
Yep.
No. He's not worried. He's getting paid. This is all for
Interesting.
free.
Wow.
Yeah, love the country.
Yeah.
All right, we'll check the web, keep you updated with everything going on. We'll check the text coming up next, taking out trash just around the corner. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Fusion Medical Spa in Ruidoso. They're located in the river crossing in Ruidoso and soon to be in a brand new Fusion Medical Complex at 1034 Meacham Drive. Valentine's Day, not that far away. Your lady would probably love a gift certificate from Fusion Medical Spa for Valentine's Day. That way she can choose her own treatments. Fusion Medical is offering many treatments at 15% discount for the month of February, including a package of skin peels. You get 3 right now. The hair lace, also along with 20% off the vampire facials and the lip lace treatments. Teenagers, if you've got a student ID, they're going to give you a 50% off the Diamond Glow treatments that are great and improves any acne problem. And they're offering 50% off. And before you consider actually having knee or hip surgery, get in touch with them. They would love to talk to you about stem cell. 575-257-4772. And you can always find them at fusionmedicalspa.com. Dr. Rath has been in Ruidoso for a long time. Check him out today and get a gift certificate for the love of your life. Weather for the day looking like it's going to be sunny throughout the day. It's going to be fairly nice. High temperature today, 74. Overnight low tonight getting down for about 50, but we will have fog late tonight into tomorrow morning. 82 the high for tomorrow for southeast New Mexico. And in Ruidoso, 70 today and sunny. Clear skies, 40 tonight, and then 67 and sunny for Wednesday. By Friday, though, quite breezy, and possibly we'll have some blowing dust, but temperatures remain about 70 on Friday. 5-day forecast, go to W105radio.com. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by our buddies at A Custom Construction and Roofing and insurance specialist. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Local veteran Dwayne Pennick is the owner. He's been operating for 30 years. And they have the A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau and for 30 continuous years. Give him a call. Give you a free estimate. 575-318-9725. A Custom Construction and Roofing. Yeah, we're reminding you, be very aware of and beware of those unlicensed out-of-town contractors. Yeah, when they're gone, the warranty is gone. Taking out trash on the way. Tom in the text, it's already 7:32.
John from Seminole is saying, all illegal immigrants are criminals, you genius. I mean, hence the term illegal. Donald is following that up with, yeah, if they're here illegal, they're all criminals, says Donald this morning. And about the plastic thing, Tom's correct. Nanoplastics are in bottled water, says the texter. Another texter says, this is kind of a joke, guys. Hey, why should you not fight a dinosaur? Well, the answer, according to him, was because you'll get Jurassic. Get it? Jurassic?
No.
Yeah,
You
I
get
got it,
Jurassic.
Yeah, Jurassic.
Yeah.
I sent you a word of the day, too, Kevin.
Yeah, I was looking for the word of the day that I had saw earlier.
Well, hopefully it's this one, if you look real quick.
Mark from Roswell, Brian, and another texter all agreed with Tom.
Yeah.
Tom is correct. We get plastic from the plastic water bottles that we
Well,
drink.
that's one source.
That's one source, guys.
One source.
John from Seminole says, what did Tom say I said? Tell him again.
He said all illegals are criminals. As I look back on it. And illegal immigrants are criminals, genius, hence the term illegal, says John.
No, Tom, that's not what John from Seminole said.
What did he say?
Anytime the left comes out with some far-fetched BS, the right needs to be there immediately to debunk it with facts. That's how we stop this mess.
I agree.
P.S. You guys are doing a great job
I agree.
doing just that.
Okay, so I'm
John, I
sorry.
apologize.
For Tom.
You're going to be saying
I
that a lot.
apologize for
No,
Tom.
no.
Look, if I got $1 for every time I said I apologize for Tom, I would be a very wealthy man. I would.
This
All
person
right, here is the
said, I said that.
Go ahead.
And another texter says, we got an accident to report, another one, B. What's going on north of Carlsbad? Lots of emergency vehicles
Probably
going
leaving.
down 285.
That's the same accident, bro.
Is that the same one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah. All right. Mexican word of the day. And please just laugh. Don't get offended. What's the matter with you people? Just laugh. Mexican word of the day. Climate. Climate. I'm going to build a wall so high illegals can't climb it. The Mexican word of the day. Okay. Somebody's going to get offended.
It's funny.
You can send all hate mail to Will Rooney at mttradio.com. No, don't send Will. No, don't send the Will. No.
Hey, and to be
you
fair,
can send it to.
Go ahead. Send it to.
Just send it to Tom at MTD Radio.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
It'll bounce back.
No.
He doesn't do that anymore. No, just so everybody knows, we didn't create that. That's a meme that's on the internet.
Yeah. All right, a pair charged with human trafficking in Albuquerque now facing federal charges. Taronda Johnson and Roderick Narsweather have both been charged with federal charges now. Charged with sex trafficking of minors and transportation of minors for illegal sexual activity. They face up to 15 years to life in prison. A Rio Rancho man is accused of firing hundreds of rounds, pled not guilty. Eric Bastor, accused of firing hundreds of rounds into the air from his home in Rio Rancho, made his first appearance on Monday. Bastor pled not guilty to several charges, including aggravated assault of a police officer with a deadly weapon. Police say he fired more than 700 rounds from his home, and he was arrested after a SWAT standoff. I don't know what type. It doesn't say what kind of rounds, but man, that's a good chunk of change right there. He must be rich.
Yeah.
And FBI agents, a group of FBI agents, tell Congress to take urgent actions to protect against politicization. And what they're trying to say, or what I'm trying to say, I should say, is that Donald Trump is taking advantage of the judicial system and will go after his enemies. Wait, isn't that what the Justice Department did with Donald Trump?
Pretty much.
I'm a little confused.
Yep.
That's exactly what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's a problem. By the way, I don't think Congress really wants to pay attention. I know I talked about the hit list, the Mexican cartel's hit list.
Mm-hmm.
They also said that they have kamikaze drones and explosives because Donald Trump is cracking down on a big portion of their business. Tom, what is their business that Donald Trump is completely cracking down on?
He's cracking down on everything.
But this one in particular. Monica with the save.
The what? I apologize. I was reading text.
You got to pay attention, Monica.
The cartel. Hey, sometimes I will.
Fentanyl, drugs,
you guys,
human trafficking. Well,
human trafficking.
To be fair,
to
be fair, here's the thing. Monica was looking at a story. She was trying to pre-read some story. Tom was just staring off into space.
Well,
but I think he was awake. I think he was awake unless he was sleeping with his eyes open.
I was looking at my text ready for her to say
Oh,
something.
he's done that before.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to talk about high schools getting NIL money. We'll get to that. Taking out trash this morning, being brought to you by trash-eaters.com. Call Kayleen this morning, 575-408-1719, trash-eaters.com. They have the 96-gallon poly carts, 2- and 4-yard metal dumpsters, and the roll-off containers. Kayleen, give her a call today, 575-408-1719, or go to trash-eaters.com. They're local, and they are veterans. Give them a call today. All right, we talked about U.S. aid. Who do you think they support, Democrats or Republicans?
Democrats.
That ain't the reps.
So political contributions from employees of U.S. aid, international development, U.S. Agency for International Development, pretty much entirely went to the Democrats. 97% of all political contributions from U.S. aid employees went to the Democrats.
Not a surprise.
Wow.
By the way, in the last election, Kamala Harris got almost all the money, 97% of the money.
From USAID?
And you wonder why.
Wow.
You wonder why they don't want Donald Trump and Elon Musk going in there trying to figure out where all this money is going. Their annual budget is $50 billion. Marco Rubio is taking over U.S. aid temporarily. He's probably not going to look. He's Secretary of State. He's got a lot of other stuff to deal with. But they're cutting funding for now. And a lot of people are upset because some of that funding will go to NGOs to take care of illegal migrants and also go to take care of amnesty seekers all across the world. I'll say it again. It's time for us to take care of Americans.
Well,
and if you're out there,
this ties back into the Treasury, the highest ranking Treasury official, resigning rather than complying with the access for an audit where they spent trillions and trillions of dollars.
There has been zero accountability for a long time. They have a blank checkbook and they're just writing checks.
Well, apparently, and this is what really got under Chuck Schumer's skin, was apparently they were instructed by him and others to always approve payments, even if they were to terrorist groups or fraudulent groups or anything like that.
Yeah. What a shame.
So what is the job of our legislators? They are supposed to be stewards of our money. They're supposed to be taking care of our money. Not giving it away to terrorists. And we wonder why Ian Omar, a person like Ian Omar, and by God, I would be totally opposite. If I came from a patch of sand in the desert, I would be so grateful for this country. But instead, she wants to tear it down.
She hates this country.
Oh, she hates. I agree. I agree.
And how does someone who hates this country become a member of Congress?
Right.
Because they're elected by other people that hate the country. Can I get a ding ding there, Tom? Can I at least get a ding ding?
Ding ding.
Can I get the ding ding over here?
Doing.
I need the ding ding.
Doing.
Ding. I need the ding ding, Tom.
I'll give you the gong.
I need the ding ding. There we go.
Goal.
All right, we're gonna get to taking out things that happened on this date in history. Kids are signing NIL deals in high school.
Crazy, isn't it?
Is that too early?
Way too early.
Yes.
I want to say no because I feel like it's. I mean, if they're good enough, they've got the talent, and they've worked their butts off, and they're just got it. Then yeah, but then again, they're not mature enough for it yet.
Adidas and Nike signing kids to NIL deals. Ethan Holiday is like the #1 pick in Major League Baseball draft out of high school. Already has an NIL deal.
I say if you're out
By
of
the
high
way,
school, fine.
These brands spent about $338 million on NIL deals, student athletes, And many of the top athletes in high school are getting paid right out the box.
I don't.
One
like...
is 16 years old.
Yeah.
And got a deal. 16 years old basketball player with an NIL deal, making more money than his dad has ever seen. We got college players making more money than professional players. Carson Beck last year made more money than Jaden Daniels. So this NIL deal, this thing has changed. I would suspect that NIL at high school and college is coming. It's going to change sooner or later. Blake, did you see the story about New Mexico lawmakers pushing to increase the jail time for convicted felons in possession with a firearm?
Well, I knew they were. I knew that that's what they were going to do. I hadn't seen that it made it out of committee yet.
So the bill, it's if you want to check it out, HB 166, sponsored by Representative Andrea Reeb and Nicole Chavez, and Democrat Art Dela Cruz, would increase the prison time for any convicted felon in possession of a firearm.
Wow.
Let's see where this goes. Who could vote against this? I'm just wondering who would vote against it.
Like, who would? You're right.
I mean, serious, to give more jail time for felons that get their hands on a gun?
Did you say
who could vote against?
Did you say 166?
Yes, 166. Yeah, HB 166.
So it currently currently sits in the Consumer and Public Affairs Committee.
Right. I'm just wondering who would vote against that. I mean, that's pretty easy. And if you're sitting in court, Tom, and somebody had murdered your loved one, I'm surprised this type of thing doesn't happen often. We talked about it yesterday, but somebody murders your loved one and you have to watch that. Alexander Ortiz stood before a judge accused of murdering Alina Fairfan. And that's when Carlos Lucero jumped over the courtroom gate and started beating the heck out of Alexander Ortiz. That led to one of the other relatives to also jump. And so now they're all in trouble.
Yeah.
Big trouble. And, we're spending a lot of money on education. Are we actually fixing the problem? New numbers came out for reading in New Mexico. Now,
sad.
Mississippi used to be at the bottom of the barrel.
Yes, sir.
Mississippi was the lowest of the low. Then came New Mexico. But something changed. Something changed in 2017 for Mississippi. By the way, our numbers have gotten worse. Their numbers have gotten better. Fourth grade reading scores, New Mexico versus Mississippi. There is a big gap now. Huge gap. In fact, it all started off, Mississippi is at like a 219, and we're at a 201.
Man,
but by the way, in 2019, we were at a 208.
Yep.
Wow.
And now we're at a 201.
Yep.
We have continuously going down since 2019,
And
while Mississippi is holding steady and going up.
And the governor is just throwing money at the education system, thinking that'll fix it.
Yeah.
Instead of actually teaching our
money
kids to
will
read.
fix this. No, our money will not fix that. All right, Tom, on the text, 877-396-W105.
All right, thanks to the NIL, this text is saying it won't be long before some money-seeking parent sues a Little League Baseball on behalf of a young star player. Get ready for the TV ads featuring a 12-year-old pitching and home run hitters during the Little League World Series, says the texter.
Oh, wow.
Well,
That's a good one.
Think about this. What does that do for people recruiting? NIL. I mean, I'm not advocating this, and I'm not saying, but can you imagine all of a sudden a oil and gas town traveling to Midland, offering a kid an NIL deal? His parents all of a sudden move to whatever town that is. They move the family. Kid signs an NIL deal.
Happens all the time.
Dad gets a job in the oil field. Boy, in New Mexico, all you need is one or two of those kids to flip the script.
That's right.
Not advocating, I'm just saying, but all you need is one or two of those kids. All you need is one Landry Jones.
And $26,000 a month in cups for coffee, and nobody was working in the office talking about all of those expenditures. And RC has a very good question, and you guys can elaborate. Hey, guys and gals, I really enjoy your show. I got a question for you. Is your radio station here in Ruidoso on Meacham? And then the towers at Melmar? And where is Trey at? Russ Black. Does he come out of Lovington or Hobbs or Carlsbad? It's just a question. Y'all have a blessed day. Then he went on to say, is it in Lovington or Carlsbad? Thanks. Just a question. Have a blessed day. My question was, is your station here in Ruidoso? I think you said your towers at Maljamar.
Go ahead, Kevin.
So we're on multiple stations, and the beauty of technology nowadays is so awesome that we can be in multiple places. I originate from the Philippines 9 months out of the year, or wherever I'm at. I'm on the road. Maybe next month I'll be in Vietnam. But I mean, the beauty of technology is that we can take it anywhere we go. So we have an office in Lovington, an office in Ruidoso, and we continue to operate and have full service radio stations in both of those locations and serve all of Southeast New Mexico. W105 is a Southeast New Mexico station for Carlsbad and Artesia, Lovington, Hobbs, and everywhere in between. And then, of course, we have our station, K-West, and the other stations in Lincoln County. So hopefully I answered your questions.
Hey, Tom?
And this texter says, New Mexico drivers are the worst as well. I've never seen anything like it, and I've traveled to 40 states, and this is the worst, says the text.
You need to go to Louisiana. That's all I got to say.
I would agree with the texter.
So I
it's
guess
the reason I stopped riding my bicycle around here.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And by the way, you must, come to the Philippines. I'll show you some terrible drivers. They take it to a whole nother level.
Well, but they don't have as many wrecks.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, is that they drive like fools, but they don't have as many wrecks. You're right about that. For whatever reason, I don't get it.
I think it's because they're more paying attention to what they're doing. And here, everyone is doing other things. They're on their phone and everything else.
When I drive, I'm paying attention to the road. Crazy. I still have this wasp in here driving me crazy. So if you see me slapping myself, I'm not really slapping myself.
So to stay on that traffic thing for just a minute, I saw, and I won't name the company, but it's a safety company, right? And I saw one of their trucks going down the road the other day. I was already speeding about 5 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Okay.
They passed me going about 10 miles an hour faster than I was doing. Remember, this is a safety company. So they were going about 15 miles an hour over the speed limit. He was on his phone and a laptop computer in the truck and was looking at those two things way more than at the road as he flew by me.
Wow.
Well, most of those trucks have cameras in them, and they can detect if you're doing other things at the same time.
I'm just saying, it was for a truck, and my wife and I both commented on it, for a truck being a safety company.
They weren't safe.
They were completely unsafe.
Yeah.
Crazy. That is crazy. One more before we take a
All
break.
right, Monica haters chiming in. Talking about Permian High School in Odessa back in the day, moved families and gave them housing and good paying jobs to bring in their athletes, says the text. It's true. It's very true.
So I guess the phrase fits just right. The Democrats are the ratas de dos patas with all the money they give and receive.
Yep.
And good morning to the gang, especially.
And don't read either the one from John or Deborah. And Deborah, you were completely right. John, it was the first one.
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't want to read it. And this texter says, I don't understand why more people don't get a reverse osmosis unit. It's cheaper and way better than bottled water with less hassles, and the taste is even better as well, says the texter. I used to sell those water machines. Yeah. But you gotta use salt in those things, though. You gotta buy salt all the time. But that's okay. The water's on.
That's old technology there, Tom.
Yeah, that's not the way it is.
You don't gotta use salt anymore. The machines I used to sell, you had to have salt.
When did
John,
you do that?
Way back in the day.
Yeah.
from Eunice sent in a Mexican word of the day, and it is hide.
Do what?
Hide.
The Mexican word of the day is hide.
Climate.
Oh,
I get it.
All right, 7:56 morning show this morning being brought to you by La Tienda Thriftway in Carlsbad. Get in there for your made from scratch tortillas, corn tortillas, flour tortillas, shells. If you want some great tacos, the taco bar is so good. They also sell sushi. They have they can make all your birthday cakes. They've got you covered, plus big savings going on right now. They're passing the savings on to you. Boston Butt pork shoulder, $1.49 a pound. Also, fryer wings, $1.99 a pound. T-bone steaks, $1.77 a pound. Raw shrimp, just $5.99 a pound. You can find many savings from the produce department, including the grape tomatoes, 99 cents for a pint. Also get the cucumbers, 3 for $1. Russet potatoes on sale right now for $5.97. Also get the iced tea and the lemonade. Get 2 gallons for just $5. Split white bread, $1.58 a pound. From the deli department, get the hickory smoked turkey breast, $6.99 a pound. Virginia honey ham, $4.99 a pound. And the Kobe cheese for $6.49 a pound. And if you're looking for refreshments, planning a get-together over the weekend, get the Pepsi, 2 12-packs for $11. Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and Big Red. Find it today at La Tienda in Carlsbad. Weather for the day calling for a high 70 for southeast New Mexico. It is going to be awesome. Still to come, National Anthem and the Pledge coming up in just a second. I got to get to things that happened on this date in history. Being brought to you by 2A Tactical Firearms Indoor Firing Range, 236 East Navajo in Hobbs. Veteran-owned and operated the largest selection of firearms around. State-of-the-art indoor firing range with the Milo FBI training simulator. Get in there and shoot with the laser or live fire with over 1,000 different scenarios. Paid by the month or just paid by the hour. They're open 7 days a week now. They've got lots of ammo. They've got all your optics, all your tactical gear. And don't forget, if you're looking for a suppressor, they can handle the paperwork, and you can shoot at the range while waiting for approval. And if you need gun safety training, they offer training one-on-one or group setting. Find them today, 236 East Navajo and Hobbs, online at 2atacticalrange.com.
So on this date in 1789, Electors chose George Washington as the first president of the United States.
I like it.
And in 1801, John Marshall was sworn in as Chief Justice of the United States. On this day in 1847, the very first U.S. telegraph company was established in the town of Dot Dash, Maryland.
Uh-oh.
That really is the name of the town. And on this day in 1927, the very first talking film starring Al Jolson opened. What was it, Tom?
Forgot.
Correct. The Jazz Singer.
There you go.
In 1932, the very first Winter Olympics were held in Lake Placid, New York. The thrill of victory and the numbness of defeat. On this day in 1941, the USO was founded and probably played this song. What does that stand for, Tom? USO.
United States.
United Service Organization.
There you go.
Was designed to offer services to servicemen and women. There you go.
Bob Hope was usually the host for those.
He continually had a job after that. On this day in 1957, the very first electric portable typewriter went on sale in Syracuse, New York. Today, you can do more with your phone and you don't need to use whiteout. In 1974, Patty Hearst was kidnapped from her Berkeley apartment by 3 members of the Symbionese Liberation Army. Wasn't she later found to kind of be in cahoots with them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was the that they, once she was part of it, she became one of them, and then she married the prison guard.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh, interesting.
And in 1977, Fleetwood Mac's Rumors album was released, and that's how Rumors got started. Okay. It was one of the best-selling albums of all time. In 2004,
awesome.
Do what?
It was awesome.
Yeah, it is. In 2004, a website, little thing called Facebook, was launched by Harvard sophomore Mark Zuckerberg after he stole it from twins Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss.
What year was
Winklevoss. 2004. Today is
Wow.
National Thank a Mail Carrier Day, National Create a Vacuum Day, National Hemp Day, and National Homemade Soup Day. 5 days to the Super Bowl, 10 days to Valentine's. Running out of time, guys.
Running out of time.
Now I'm going to say this name wrong because I
think I must say it.
I always say this lady's name wrong, and I probably will again today, but Natalie Imbruglia. She turns 50.
Aww.
She's the Australian singer whose name could wipe out your extra vowels if you were playing Scrabble. She sang the song Torn.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. Boxing's Oscar De La Hoya turns 52 today.
Okay.
Lawrence Taylor turns 66. Tom, go ahead. You're chomping at the bit here.
All-pro linebacker for the New York Giants.
Chomping at the bit.
Yeah. All 13 seasons he played with the Giants. Also, another one of Tom's heroes, Alice Cooper, turned 77 today.
Never heard of her.
Him.
Alice Cooper?
He's been sober now for 42 years. Recently launched an alcohol-free version of an old-fashioned called Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Dry Cocktail. You've never heard School's Out? Any of the other Alice Cooper songs? None?
He's a rock and roll guy, wasn't he?
Yes. He is 77.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
And something most people don't know, he is a Christian.
Oh, he's Christian now?
He has been for more than
for a
20
really long
years.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Former Vice President Dan Quayle turned 78 today.
What a goofy guy.
Hope he's not in any spelling bees. Actor John Schnuck turns 85 today. He was Herman in the short-lived series Munsters Today. I don't even know who that is. Dave Ketchum turned 97. Who was that, Tom? He played Agent 13 in the old Get Smart TV series. Or did he play Agent 97 and he's turning 13? Whichever. I'm sure he would like it to be the second one, but it's the first one. Those are the birthdays today. And if you share a birthday with them, happy birthday to you and Kevin.
Birthday.
those are the things that happened on this day in history.
All right, we're going to take a break. Two things. The tariffs on China officially take effect, like right now. And the vote for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is getting ready to start in just a couple minutes. So, two things going on. All right, 804 KWMW Malchamore, 105.1 FM, and KWES 93.5 in Rio Doso. National Anthem and the Pledge this morning being brought to you by Rebecca Long. She is your Farmers Insurance agent, has been. She started when she was 19 years of age, and that's been 40-plus years ago. Helping people is what she loves doing. Bundling all the policies together, saving people a lot of money. Home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance. She can handle all of that and more. 40 years of experience. Call her, 575-393-2661. She serves all of Southeast New Mexico, 575-393-2661. Call her today. Proud sponsor of the National Anthem and the Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave.
807, Lord's Prayer this morning being brought to you by Judah Oil, reminding you God is in control.
From Colossians 4 this morning. Be persistent in prayer and keep alert as you pray, giving thanks to God.
Hi, this is Felicia Bowen with Judah Oil. Please join me in our Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
808, quick look at the weather this morning being brought to you by WWRV times3.com or call them 988-0392 if you're looking for a affordable, quiet place to park your RV. They're in Carlsbad. In fact, they have 3 lots in Carlsbad, 162 RV hookups, 30 and 50 amps available, all your utilities included, including high-speed internet right to your hookup. So if you like to stream movies or game, not a problem. They're pet-friendly, very well lit up, nice place, WWRV times3.com. Southeast New Mexico weather sunny at 74 today. Some fog late tonight down the 50. Foggy conditions early tomorrow morning. High temperature eventually getting up to 82. And in Ruidoso, 70 for the high today, 44 tonight, and then 67 coming up for your Wednesday. 5-day forecast. Go to W105radio.com. Let's get updated with all the news being brought to you by Ragsdale Law Firm. Luke Ragsdale reminding you that when accidents happen, usually they're at when you least expect them. That's why you need a trusted law firm to fight for you. Ragsdale Law Firm. They specialize in car accidents, personal injuries, also medical malpractice, and oil field accidents. They're based in Roswell, serve all of Southeast New Mexico. You never pay a penny until they win your case. Call them for a free consultation today. 575-208-5300, RagsdaleLawFirm.com. We're coming right back 10 minutes after 8 right here on B on the Breakfast Club.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Two Trump cabinet picks with uncertain support have Senate committee votes scheduled today.
The Senate Intelligence Committee is prepping Tulsi Gabbard's nomination for Director of National Intelligence, and the Senate Finance Committee votes on Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for Health and Human Services Secretary. Both nominees might not get a vote before the full Senate until next week.
Fox's Madeline Rivera. Secretary of State Marco Rubio announces an offer from El Salvador's president that includes accepting American prisoners for a small fee.
President Bukele has agreed to accept illegal migrants and dangerous criminals the U.S. government wants to deport.
The most unprecedented and extraordinary migratory agreement anywhere in the world.
On its website, the State Department describes El Salvador's overcrowded prisons as harsh and dangerous.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. There'd be legal challenges to deporting American prisoners. America's listening to Fox News.
Wilbanks LLC, formerly known as Wilbanks Trucking Services LLC, is the same family-oriented company as in the past 30 years, seeking dedicated employees. Immediate openings for NCCCO certified crane operators, CDL positions, and riggers. Apply online at wilbanks.us or call Darla King at 575-746-6318. You can stop by 309 South 20th Street, Suite 9 in Artesia, New Mexico. Wilbanks LLC offers competitive pay, paid time off, health, dental, vision, and retirement benefits. All starting wages are determined by experience. Wilbanks LLC is dedicated to the safety and well-being of their employees, providing quality training and safety practices. Wilbanks LLC has locations in Artesia and Hobbs, New Mexico. Coming soon, 74 East Compress Road, Artesia, New Mexico, and 1607 Southwest County Road in Hobbs.
If you, your business, or your organization is needing a venue or facility to host a meeting, convention, party, or other special event, don't cram everyone into your tiny little office. Call the Lee County Event Center. You don't have to fill up the main floor. The Event Center has many other smaller rooms that are perfect for meetings, seminars, parties, and other special events. The Lee County Event Center, seating for 25 or 2,500, 5101 North Lovington Highway in Hobbs. Call 575-391-2100 or visit LeeCountyEvents.com.
Is success built overnight, or is it the result of strategic exposure? Either way, every business deserves the chance to thrive. From crafting compelling messages to reaching the right audience, MTD Radio offers a marketing magic that is almost indescribable. Start your journey today by promoting your business with MTD Radio's 7 stations across New Mexico and West Texas. Visit mtdradio.com or call 866-70-RADIO and let us help your business soar. Broadcast your success with the help of this station.
Upgrade to a smart thermostat and save money and energy. Zia Gas now offers smart thermostats for just $100 with a $50 rebate available for Zia customers. Stay comfortable, save energy, and enjoy the latest in smart home technology. Visit the Zia Natural Gas website at zngc.com under the Save Energy and Money tab today to learn more. Zia Natural Gas, naturally a better deal.
In need of environmental services? Having trouble getting your state lease reclamation approved? JBW Solutions is a veteran-owned company that is dedicated to proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas with quality environmental services. JBW Solutions specializes in state lease reclamations and compliance reporting and approval, including project management, environmental tech support, soil sampling, and more. Contact them at 860-460-4398 and like them on Facebook.
Come feel the power. Permian Chevrolet presents Kicker Monster Truck Show. 2 big shows February 8th, Lee County Event Center. Featuring 6 of the nation's top monster trucks. Bigfoot, Texas Outlaw, Rat Attack, Loud and Dirty, Psychopath, Geronimo. You wanted us to bring it, and we brought it. Tough truck racing. And a freestyle motocross show. And if that's not enough, come early to the pit party and take a ride on a real monster truck. Get your tickets now at kickermonstertruck.com. Kicker Monster Truck Show. 2 big shows. February 8th, Lee County Event Center. Sponsored by Garner's Motorsports, Hobbs Iron and Metals, Frank Supply, Rig Outfitters, Texas Roadhouse, Sherwin-Williams Paint, and PMC Equipment. Don't miss it.
Now, back to the show.
Back on the chain, yeah.
Bee and the Breakfast Club. Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to us.
The basket of deplorables.
This Valentine's Day, find love where you most expect it on the Hallmark Channel. Lacey Chabert is a big city attorney who's better at filing legal briefs than getting into a man's briefs.
Looks like I'm spending Valentine's Day with my cat again.
And Luke Handsome Guy is a rugged yet sensitive florist whose wife just conveniently died.
Looks like I'm spending Valentine's Day crying over my wife's ashes again.
When she wanders into his flower shop to buy herself roses, will love bloom, or will they both end up feeling thorny?
I got you a bouquet.
Ouch, I just got pricked.
Careful, might not be the last time.
Roses are red and my heart is blue. Premieres tonight on the Hallmark Channel.
Oh, we know what Tom will be doing tonight on the Hallmark Channel.
The whole time that was going, he had a smile that was ear to ear. And he
What are
was
they picking him a girl for, man?
he was bobbing his head. Yes, yes.
I just
That's
can't
cute,
wait for
Tom.
the Hallmark Channel. All right, it looks like the Senate panel going to vote for the Robert F. Kennedy Jr. nomination. There's one guy that put a monkey wrench in the whole thing. You know who that is?
Nope.
Cassidy from Louisiana, the Republican, so-called Republican. He could throw a monkey wrench into the whole thing.
Now, but can JD still save him if he doesn't vote for him? Cassidy?
If it's a tie.
Yeah. Because they can't afford 4 Republicans to go against him, right?
Well, that's the point. That would be the 5th, supposedly. So how are you going to save if it's not a tie? That's going to be problematic.
Yep.
Looks like Spirit Airlines recently tightening their dress code policy and is no longer allowing bare feet on planes, which is tough for their passengers because after they charge them so much, they can't afford shoes.
Right.
You know, this dress code is very serious. After all, their pilots are now fully clothed. That's that.
I don't buy it.
I mean, they're a cut-rate airline, and they're going to tell people what they can. Didn't they say you can't show your tattoos?
Mm-hmm. Well,
What airline is this again?
Spirit.
Spirit.
So anything that deals with bargain prices, cut rate things, they tend to deal with lower income people. And those people are the people they always try to push around first.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't
and look, I
matter.
get it when you say that you have to be fully clothed, and you know, I kind of get that because, you know, maybe some women going on there and they look better than the flight attendants nowadays. That caused some problems, right, Tom?
Yeah, whatever.
Or Kanye's wife coming on naked.
No halter tops, no this, no that. This wasp in here is about to kill me.
But again, they always if you want to see what they're doing, they will try to push what they call the cattle
Poor people.
the poor people to do whatever. They are the ones that will jump through hoops. And so they can. They can tell them what they want to tell them, because the people that can't afford a higher priced airline ticket somewhere else, they're going to put up with it.
Right.
If you ever flew Spirit Airline, I'm not encouraging you to do that. We
No.
flew Spirit to, where were we? Oh, we flew Spirit to Orlando. And the only reason we flew Spirit is because that's right after I had my stroke. And the wife didn't want me to drive to Orlando. And so she booked us from New Orleans to Orlando on Spirit, and it was different. I mean, the seats are very small.
Yeah.
They don't even give you water on the plane. You want water?
Oh my
That's
gosh.
$25.
Serious?
Carry-on bags. They charge you for your carry-on bags.
Oh,
Yep.
Wow.
Spirit's a little different. Yep. Idaho man holds the most concurrent Guinness World Book of Record titles after he got his name on another title, using his mouth to bounce a table tennis ball off the wall 47 times in 30 minutes. Wow.
I bet he's popular at parties.
You know, a lot of people are starting to
think
do
it'd
different things with their mouths. I've seen this girl like go across play.
I mean, this guy 47 times in 30 minutes. I'm just saying this guy would be very popular in San Francisco.
Yeah.
No, but like there's
I like
this
that.
girl, like she can play the piano with her like her tongue, and like there's another girl that I saw on social media, I don't remember which one, who was like playing the guitar with her tongue, like strumming the strings with her tongue, and I'm like, okay, this is weird, but it's also talent. Like
what possessed you to try
That's-
that?
correct. Like why?
That's string music.
Yeah, like I'm just like, okay.
She's popular at parties too.
Yeah.
Yeah, most
Wake up,
definitely.
Tom,
most definitely.
We're gonna try to find her for you.
You gonna try to find her for
Yeah.
me?
Why?
Looks like the #1 movie over the weekend, Dog Man, pulled in $37 million. Tom,
Get
what's that
out.
about?
Some stupid cartoon, isn't it?
It's a cartoon. And
It is
Nebraska
a cartoon, but before it was a cartoon, it was a record-setting graphic novel series.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, like the guy that created that, he probably made more money today off of that than Tom made last year.
Oh, wow. Looks like Nebraska Cornhuskers, their coach, Matt Rule, says Nebraska will likely cancel their spring games so that their coaches don't watch, or still that other coaches don't watch and still they're good players.
Wow.
There's a lot of Skyping going on in college football. And Mel B joins America's Got Talent for season 20.
Aw.
She
Heidi
returns.
Klum departing. I said Mel B is rejoining, and Heidi Klum is departing.
Wow, they used to be together
Girls-
back in the day.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Looks like Girl Scout
What Spice Girl was that?
Mel B.
Mel B.
Yeah,
Heidi
what Spice
Klum.
Girl?
One of them Spice Girls.
So they used to be together, Heidi Klum
Oh,
and
yeah,
Mel
Mel
B.
B.
I don't think they've ever been a couple.
Yeah, Mel B used to or had Eddie Murphy's baby. I guess they were married at one time.
So how does that make
And-
her
Well,
a
'cause she's-
couple with Heidi Klum?
Because when I first heard of her, I didn't know who she was. I Googled her, and she said, Google said she's married to Eddie Murphy.
That's not Heidi Klum.
No, Mel B.
Mm-hmm.
Heidi
No.
Klum and Mel B are not a couple.
I know. Heidi Klum.
Well,
used
you
to
just
be
said
married.
they were.
No.
Yes, he did.
They were a couple on the show. They were co-hosts on the show.
Oh,
Okay, on the
sweet
show.
baby.
Yeah, on the show.
Co-host and couple are two very different
Ah.
things.
So you know what I was
Yes.
talking about, you dummy.
No.
No, nobody knew what the hell you were talking about. Annual Girl Scout cookie sale is in the pre-order mode right now. Full-blown sale kicks off a week from Friday. Tom is already putting in the
Yes.
pre-orders.
If you
And
if
the,
you are a Girl Scout and you're selling cookies, come hit up Tom because he will buy them.
Yeah,
lemon cookies.
He goes through a lot of representatives.
Just tell him how many he's got to buy, and he will buy.
Look, I get the
Yeah.
political backlash on them, but I still like those cookies.
Are they made with real Girl Scouts?
Good. Yeah. Annual looks like Justin Bieber and Halle Bieber divorce rumors continue to swirl after even they were together taking a stroll with their son. God only knows.
At this point, like,
And,
why does the media think that we care?
Yeah,
You know?
Because people
Uh,
talk about it. I ask that same question all the time.
Yeah, true.
Yep. Treasury Department has given Elon Musk team access to the payment systems. A lot of people are worried.
You know they're anxiety.
A lot of people are worried. Christmas Eve murder. They made it arrest. According to the affidavit obtained by First Alert 7, 18-year-old has been arrested in connection with the shooting that killed a man inside his home in Midland. Looks like Avante Lee Rice was with two other people and fired guns into the house during a Christmas party. The victim was in the house. He was shot, taken to the hospital, later died. Investigators say they spoke with witnesses and that they believe that Rice was a suspect. He is in jail. His bond set for $1 million.
Ain't getting out.
$1 million. And Mitch McConnell could not resist throwing knives at Donald Trump during a CBS interview with Leslie Stahl. He's not a big fan of Donald Trump, Mitch McConnell. He was hating on Donald Trump about the pardon of the January 6th prisoners. Look, Mitch McConnell is no better than Joe Biden. In fact, they're one and the same.
Pretty much.
So, Mitch, it's time for you to be put out to the beautiful pasture. And thank God there's lots of nice bluegrass in Kentucky. Get busy, boy. All right, 8:26. We're going to do the boob of the day coming up in just a second. Also, we'll talk about a representative that says Trump can't shut down the U.S. aid. We'll get to that just a sec.
Go ahead.
Pork Chop is chiming in. He said, "My grandpa used to say two tops weren't made for people shaped like inner tubes."
That was a good
That's
one.
correct.
Says Pork Chop this morning.
When is Walmart gonna evoke a dress code? Says Bosque County. Good morning, Bosque.
And on Mel B, they said that
No, they didn't have dress code. Don't you have to wear a pair of slacks? Or did they allow shorts?
they allow shorts now. I've seen them with shorts in that store.
No, I think they meant the customers.
Yeah, I think they meant.
Oh, the customers.
The customers?
They wear pajamas
Come
and
on.
everything.
Right.
That would burn people of Walmart.
Yeah, people of Walmart, just go there. You can see them all.
Now, let me ask another question about Walmart. What is the deal with Hispanic protesters not liking Walmart or Coca-Cola now? What's up with that?
Yeah, those are two very liberal companies. You would think that they'd be okay with
I
that.
mean, and Walmart employs many Mexicans. I don't know if they're all legal.
So
Cubans.
Cubans as well.
Oh, God,
Lots
yes.
of Cubans too.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of Cubanos. And I mean, look, you got the Mexican Walmarts too.
Mm-hmm. And both
Not like that's just.
I'm always shocked at how many conservative people defend Walmart. And I'm like, you understand that that company does everything against your values.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Yeah.
Put mom and pop out of business.
Yes.
I think I got this thing.
And when Tom is done here doing when they're done with these texts, we have some tickets we need to give away.
Oh, yes.
I don't want to forget.
Got to give those tickets
Oh,
away.
on Mel B returning, they were both on AGT. Says this texter. Yeah, we knew that.
but they weren't a couple.
No.
But
Tom said
they were
a couple.
They were co-hosts.
You never said that till the end.
Yeah.
You said
You never
couple.
asked me to the end.
Couple means that they're together. They go to bed at night. They sleep together. They do all kind of stuff, Tom. That's what a couple means. You're a co-host with Blake.
As a couple.
You're
yeah.
not a couple with
No.
I'm a couple with Blake and I'm a
No.
couple with Monica.
No.
Thank God he didn't include me in that.
Listen.
Be-
Tom, listen.
or quadruple, whatever it means. But that, to me, that's what it
We
means.
are not a quadruple.
No.
We're
co-hosts
What is
on
that
a
called?
morning
What
radio
is-
show.
Co
What
means
is that?
two.
What is the word now that for a guy
Pan.
that has two women?
he's a polygamist.
No, all living in the same house. I recently discovered that a friend.
Look it up.
God, what is that? A quattro? I can't think of
No,
what it's called. Tom Tex.
All right. Text says, I refuse to shop at Walmart. I shop at Farmers Only in Roswell, says this one texter. And Walmart has more illegals to working for them than the patch, says this one texter. I can't even ask for something because none of them speak in English. And that's in Carlsbad, says this one text. That's true. I had that problem there not too long ago. And when do we thank female carriers, B? Tom A. Lover's asking.
The mail carriers?
Yeah, when do we thank the female carriers?
A thruple.
A thruple?
Yeah, there you go. Thruple.
It makes me laugh how you guys know these answers.
Polyamorous. I think that's more accurate because it can be however
More
many.
professional. There you go. Polyamorous
It's
relationship.
basically
This person
they'll
said
do anything.
a quadruple.
Quadruple. And John.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's a lot of issues. I mean, I get it. It's got a lot of benefits.
It's got a couple of benefits. It's got way more issues than it does benefits.
Yeah. Especially if they're jealous
Right.
of each other.
Right.
So much more attention. I can see where that would go totally off the rails.
All right, John from Seminole says, just a thought, where was Dan Quayle and Mike Pence from? I think Indiana, both of them. weren't
Dan Quayle's from Indiana. Mike Pence, I think, is from Columbus, Indiana.
Yeah, he was governor of Indiana.
The other one's from Indianapolis.
Yeah.
They're both from Indiana, though.
Indiana kids. You remember B, that when he was debating Senator from Texas during the presidential elections, that he says, "You are no JFK." Remember that?
Okay.
Well, you come up with some of the goofiest crap.
Well, I would have told him, "You're right. I'm no JFK. I never cheated on my wife."
The heck is he talking about?
That's what I would have responded to.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna move on here.
Yeah, let's do that. There's some
So
funny-
I got tickets to give away to the monster trucks coming up this Sat. What are you doing?
Sound effects.
I'm over here rubbing my face because he's giving me a headache
I said
again.
monster trucks, not constipation. All right, so here's the deal. Monster trucks in Hobbs on Saturday. Now, the catch is there are two shows. There is one at 1 p.m. and one at 7:30 p.m. So the way this is going to work is you guys are going to text us, but you're going to text us the word monster truck.
No. You got to make it a little more interesting.
No, because you also have to give me the time of which show you want to go to. And then, Monica, you can
I'm
pick
going to
out
put
the
a
one.
stipulation on it. If you're a dad listening and you've got young boys.
No, I'm not limited this to men. This is for everyone.
No, it can be like, let's make it a contest. Okay, the first person that texts monster trucks
No,
in the
not
time, you're
first
going to give
one.
it to them?
Not the first one.
Okay, you're not going to make it challenging?
What do you want
to do, Monica?
Yeah.
Oh, look, see, we've got one right here.
Well,
monster truck, late show.
hang on. What? How do you want to make this a contest?
Look, see, I like this one. Monster truck, 1 p.m. for my grandkids. Send me a picture of those grandbabies. Let's see them. I want to see who the tickets
Okay,
are
so
going
there's
to.
the deal. Monster Truck, what time? Either 7:30 or 1, and tell us why.
Yeah,
So you
show
did
us
like
the
for the grandkids and stuff. So yeah, there you go. So Monster Trucks and either 7:30 or 1, both of them are PM, with why. Example for the grandkids, etc. There you go. Text us in.
There you go.
Monica, you
Send
are
it.
responsible for
I
picking each one.
All
One
right.
of each.
And contest starts now. Go.
All right, let's get to the boob of the day this morning, being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Don't forget, they offer the cryo chamber. If you're living in pain, they have solutions. Talk to them about stem cell therapy, ozone therapy, and the cryotherapy chamber. Before you run out and get surgery, at least take the time to go talk to Kelly Pfeiffer today. And hormonals. Hormonal issues. If you're, got some issues dealing with hormones can bring on a lot of different things. Look, I understand. A lot of people, want to say makes you grouchy and stuff. It can be more than that. Make you depressed and make you have no get up and go. Go talk to them. They'll do the deep dive into your blood work, find out where you're at. If you're premenopausal or menopausal, they can help you with hormonal optimization. And guys, testosterone, they can offer testosterone replacement therapy. And right now, it is the 6th anniversary coming up on that is today and tomorrow. The last days, they're offering some amazing specials, 26% off the ozone injections, plus IV drips, and aesthetic services, and 20% off all supplements. Don't miss the celebration going on today and tomorrow at Desert Functional. Find them 3900 North Lovington Highway in Hobbs, 575-964-8025. Give them a buzz today to set up your appointment. Proud sponsor of the Boob of the Day.
If you can't afford an Uber, you probably can't afford to purchase a new car. A while back, a man in Florida named Jason Vargesco went to a Hyundai dealership to finance a new vehicle. They looked into it and they said no. So he got upset and stole a car from the lot after noticing that the keys were left in the ignition, and he got away with it briefly. The authorities didn't have a problem tracking Jason down for 2 reasons. Number 1, the car from the lot had a GPS sensor on it. And number 2, Jason had given his address to the dealership when he was trying to get financing. And he admitted to police that he stole the vehicle because he was denied his car loan, and said he didn't have a choice because he spent his last $50 on an Uber to get to the dealership. He was hit with felony count for vehicle theft.
Aww.
And for that, you are the boob of the day.
Boob of the Day being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Already 8:36. Representative Connolly saying Trump cannot shut down the U.S. aid. Can't shut it down and make significant changes. I hate to tell you, he can. He says you'll need an act of Congress to shut that down. Yeah, look, he's got the votes probably to shut it down. And, but this was actually correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was an executive action under John F. Kennedy in 1961. So I don't think it needs an act of Congress. Trump can reverse any executive order. And let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Do we want to clean up America? Do we want to cut all this waste? Do we want to be good stewards to American tax dollars? No, I guess not. That's why you got a D next to your name. And Joe Biden just signed a major Hollywood with a major Hollywood agency after leaving office. Joe signed with CAA, by the way, which is the same company that Michelle and Barack signed with back in the day.
Yep.
Could he have a Netflix special coming soon?
Yeah, he might. I'm looking right now on Fox. It says RFK Jr.'s nomination moves to the Senate floor for the vote. So it's out of committee.
So it moved on.
Yeah.
When should we know?
Awesome.
For sure. Maybe today?
No. No, it'll be probably tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, tomorrow. New Mexico Supreme Court issues an order for attorney Thomas Clear. So the Supreme Court issued that order for Thomas Clear III. Under the order, Clear is to show cause why he should not face disciplinary actions after his paralegal, Rick Mendez, took a plea deal dealing with the DWI dismissal scandal. This is a mess in Albuquerque. Think about all the DUIs, and how many of these are felony DUIs? All erased, expunged. And they will probably discover that there were probably more. Tom, what's the problem with Cooper Kupp?
Cooper Kupp for the Los Angeles Rams?
Yeah, what's the problem with him?
Well, he's been hurt lately, and I don't know if they're going to trade him or not. That's the rumor over there.
The Los Angeles Rams, their star, Cooper Kupp, revealed in a social media post on Monday the team made him available for trade as the official 2025 season, the offseason nears. Kupp has been on the team since the start of his NFL career in 2021. He was a big part of the Super Bowl run in 2021 where they beat the Bengals. But it looks like he is looking for a trade deal.
Dallas may need a tight end. If I was the Cowboys, they didn't do nothing in the offseason last year.
Is he a tight end?
Yep.
Says he's a wide receiver.
Receiver tight end.
No, he's a wide receiver.
Receiver.
Yeah.
He's a wide receiver. He's not a tight end.
He's the one that caught the winning catch in the Super Bowl when the Los Angeles Rams won the Super Bowl.
Well, you know what they say. You're only as good as you are today.
Your last game.
For sure. Yeah. All right, 841 text line. Then we'll take a break. Our number 877-396-W105. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Rig Outfitters and the Home Store. Find them in the Broadmoor Mall. FR jeans, coveralls, gloves, shirts. They've got everything if you're going to work in the patch. Hard hats, work boots, steel toe boots, safety gear. Looking for a pair of boots? They've got the $99 section of boots. Plus, they have furniture, appliances, and electronics, all with zero down financing at Rig Outfitters. You can find them at rigoutfitters.com or in the Broadmoor Mall. They're right next to Scrub Outfitters. Scrub Outfitters has all the big-name brands, Dickies and Healing Hands, Metcouture, Peaches. In fact, they have the largest selection of scrubs in 100 miles, plus compression socks, company shoes, and a whole bunch more. Follow them on Facebook or stop into the Broadmoor Mall. Scrub Outfitters and Rig Outfitters. Monica in the text.
All right, we've got a lot of people texting in for the Monster Truck tickets. We do have one winner working on a second winner. However, let's see. Let's get to what they were saying before.
Find out who's getting kickbacks and make them pay back the money.
Correct.
Oh, wouldn't that be nuts?
Yeah.
By the way, the gain of function, is that Fauci's company?
Yes, I believe it is.
Oh, supposedly there were 13 different payments going out to gain of function.
And we're trying to sort through a lot of these because she is.
I had to go back 4 pages. Please research the DOE land grab that is purposed as a transmission line corridor. This is not just a transmission line proposal. It is a 5 to 120 mile wild path from Colorado to Lee County over towards Las Cruces. Please research it in phase 3 of 4. New Mexico cattle growers.
I got the message. I haven't had time to dig down into it though.
Okay, this needs to make it to the new head of DOE and President Trump to stop it sooner than later. Contact commissioners for more info. Hey, that's very interesting.
All right, so we got Pork Chop on. He says, they say, a guy staying with two women in the same house, man, around here, we call that a certified pimp, says Pork Chop this morning.
And Walmart has more illegals working for them than the Patch. I can't even ask for something because none of them know English in Carlsbad.
No habla.
Just a thought. Where was Dan Quill from, and where was Mike Pence from?
Indiana.
We read that.
We read that one.
Oh, y'all read that one?
Come up
And
a
this
little bit.
texter's asking, is
Original Tommy.
This texter's asking, is Tom A the catcher in the quadruple wearing his USSSA hat?
Oh, my gosh.
Why would you read that?
Even I knew that
Yeah,
one was
I'm
wrong.
like,
They meant.
Even
they
I knew
meant,
that one was cochino.
They meant among the four people. That's what they meant.
yeah, we know what it meant, Tom. I don't think you still
Yeah,
understand
we
what it
got
meant.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm the one
we
that
got
brought
it.
that up anyway. Hello. And they ain't cochino.
That was cochino. I know what a catcher
Lord.
is.
What's catcher?
Read.
Stop. Move on.
No.
Tom.
But I mean, she's cochinos more than I am.
Well, y'all have to have me on guard. I have to be on guard sometimes.
So naive.
Tom,
So nice.
original Tom A. Hater. Blake, never classify Tom as a hand. He's a fingernail clipping because he will never classify as a hand.
Tom-
100%.
Tom A. Lover says they already read that one. Get with the program, Monica. Well, listen, if you love Tom so much, remind him to check mark the ones he's already read.
Check the damn box.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Check the box, Monica.
Be like Joe Biden's administration. Check some damn boxes.
And Uncle Mike saying, what's up with these people opening packages of food, feeding their freaking kids? Uncle Mike is asking that this morning.
What?
Oh, like at the store?
Mm-hmm. They open up the food packages and
Now, Uncle
feed their
Mike,
kids.
don't tell me you've never been to the grocery store and popped a couple grapes in
Oh,
your
yeah.
mouth.
I do it all the time. I have to make sure they're good.
Well, I got to make sure they're
My
good.
God, I'm going to call
What?
cops on that. That's shoplifting.
Whatever.
If you're
it's a
buying
small,
the grapes,
It's a small, like, a little thank you gift for bagging your own groceries and, doing your own
Thank
thing.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
if you buy them, it's one thing, but if you don't buy them, it's another.
No,
And
I
by
do
the way,
buy them.
When I walk out of the store and they ask me for my receipt, I never show them the receipt. I just keep on walking.
I say thank you.
And you know what? If I forget to check something and it ends up in my bag, that ain't my problem. You ought to be checking my. If I'm your employee, then where's my discount?
Right.
Sure. There you go.
And guys,
I want my discount.
could you guys give a shout out to my amazing husband working in the patch? I appreciate you. Jason from the patch says the texter.
Oh, hi, Jason. You obviously have somebody at home that loves you and appreciates you. I came across this video the other day. I come across videos all the time. There was this lady sitting down, and her husband was, like, at the table. I don't know what he was doing. But she just, like, stood up, and she turned around, and she told him, she was like, hey, I just want to tell you how appreciative I am of you. Thank you for working so hard. Because you work so hard, I'm able to cook dinner. I'm able to provide a meal or something like that. Like, she went on and listed all of the things that they were able to do, like, that very day or that week because he worked. And the husband was, like, almost in tears. So, ladies, if you are listening, those little compliments and I guess you could say reassurances go a very long way.
Yeah. Feeling appreciated goes a
Yes.
long, long
All right.
way.
We officially have our winners.
And
Okay.
they are.
Congratulations to Ray Chavarria. He won the 1 p.m. tickets. And Robert Mendoza won the 7:30 p.m. tickets.
There you go.
Awesome. 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 All right, we're going to take a break. We're coming back. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Atlas Makeup Mirror and Grooming Tool ×1, ×5, ×10, magnification. And my friend Rebecca Long sent me a message and said, hey, don't forget, Valentine's Day, get the 25% discount with free shipping going on right now when you mention W105. When you mention W105, if you go to the website and just go to the website, atlasmakermirror.com, and enter the promo code W105, you're going to get 25% off the Atlas Makeup Mirror for Valentine's Day. It is the perfect gift. Everybody loves it. Look, when we hear the big names like Reba McEntire and the Mandrell sisters and Linda Davis that love the Atlas Makeup Mirror, that is super cool. But something much, much bigger is when the makeup artists, the folks that put on makeup for a living, they carry around the Atlas Makeup Mirror. It is a tool of the trade. If you haven't seen it, go to the website. Do yourself a favor. Go to the website, atlasmakeupmirror.com, or call Rebecca Long, 575-631-3189. Use the promo code W105 to save 25% off. And save 25% off for Valentine's Day, atlasmakeupmirror.com. Taking a break, it's 8:49. We're B and the Breakfast Club.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. A roadway rehabilitation project on US 285 from milepost 63 to milepost 67 south of Artesia will begin on Wednesday. The $2.86 million project includes 3-inch mill and fill and restriping of the roadway and is expected to be complete by the end of March. Work will be performed 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday until completed. Mill and fill is a structural pavement treatment that involves the removal of existing surface layers with a milling machine and replacement with new asphalt. The federal grazing fee for 2025 remains $1.35 per animal unit for public lands administered by the BLM and the U.S. Department of Agriculture Forest Service. An animal unit month or head month, treated as equivalent measures for fee purposes, is the use of public lands by 1 cow and her calf, 1 horse, or 5 sheep or goats for a month. The newly calculated grazing fees take effect March 1st and will apply to nearly 18,000 grazing permits and leases administered by the BLM and nearly 6,250 permits administered by the Forest Service. Golfers in Carlsbad will have to wait about 4 more months to hit the links as the city continues a $4.5 million project to upgrade the system of pipelines and sprinklers that keep the greens green. The closure of the course and driving range, owned and operated by the city of Carlsbad, began in late November, and while the 18-hole course is being upgraded, the 9-hole par 3 course is available to play along with the city's miniature golf course. The 9-hole course is likely to close over the summer, so its irrigation system can also be repaired. The front 9 holes of the main course are expected to be playable in March with a full course ready by April or early May. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Did you know that when you become employed with Eddy County, you'll be receiving one of the best and most competitive benefits packages in southeast New Mexico? Eddy County offers great pay, paid vacation, paid sick leave, and holiday pay. In addition, you get para-retirement and for full-time employees, 100% health insurance paid and 60% for your dependents. You can find a list of open positions and apply at New Mexico Workforce Connection or online at eddycounty.org. Eddy County is an equal opportunity employer.
New Mexico small business owners, listen up. Resources are available to help you start, grow, and thrive your business. SSBCI 2.0 offers new small businesses the funding, training, and support you need to get your business off the ground. Have an established business but need additional funding and resources? SSBCI 2.0 is the place for you. Visit edd.newmexico.gov to get started. That's edd.newmexico.gov. Sponsored by this station and the NMBA.
New year, new looks, and always the lowest prices at National Furniture Liquidators. Great savings on famous name brands like Ashley Benchcraft, Beautyrest, Nectar, and more. A stylish new 7-piece dining room, just $788. A huge 4-piece sectional by Ashley, newest style, just $1888. Great new queen bedroom set, just $498. All this plus great financing options regardless of your credit. National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
Body Meat Shortage.
It's dollar days all week at Bob's Thriftway with cured spiral sliced half hams, $1 a pound. Drumsticks or thighs, $1 a pound. Roma tomatoes, $1 a pound. Iceberg lettuce, $1 each. Get jalapeno peppers, $1 a pound. Hundreds of big grocery values. Eggo pancakes or waffles. Get 2 boxes for $5. Banquet pot pies, 5 for $5. Macaroni and cheese, 5 for $5. Food Club pasta sauces, 5 for $5. It's dollar days with hundreds of big value specials where the quality and value still matters. Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington, where your grocery dollar always goes farther.
In the who's who of radio, we're a what?
And who are you?
Be in the Breakfast Club, 877-396-W105. Call or text.
Nothing about that show makes sense.
No, back to the show.
Coffee kind of makes me nervous when I drink it.
This is not headline news. Darius Rucker reportedly relocated to London. He's with his new band, Hootie and the Blowfish and Chips. Bjork calls Spotify the worst thing to happen to musicians. Then she emitted a high-pitched squeal and swam away with a pod of dolphins. Buffalo Wild Wings will offer free food if the Super Bowl hits overtime. Now the bad news. The food has to come from Buffalo Wild Wings. And Netflix is opening a restaurant in Las Vegas. Even better, you can use your parents' password to get in. This is not headline news.
All right, it looks like House delays a key vote on President Trump's budget. What does that actually mean? That they're going to delay it, as a lot of conservatives are looking at the spending cuts at the same time. So
right. Yeah, the Democrats don't want those spending cuts. So.
Well, the Democrats haven't seen a dollar that they didn't like in a long, long time. In fact, I don't think they've ever seen a dollar that they don't like.
Especially
when
it's
they
not
like
theirs.
Yeah,
especially when it's someone else's.
They love spending that money. That's why, USAID, all of a sudden, that's a big deal. We take care of a lot of people. The only problem with it, they're not Americans. So let's see where the money's going. Let's figure out where all that money's going. Elon Musk making all the problems with Doge.
Okay.
I think at the end of the day, we're going to figure out exactly the corruption in the United States. I think Elon Musk is going to figure out where the bodies are buried.
If they let these people live, you got to remember that side is the side that does bad things.
Oh, right. That is true. That is true. Indian woman tricked her husband into selling his kidney on the black market to fund his daughter's education, only to then steal the money and run away with her lover. So when it comes to organs, this woman stole more than his heart. Aww. She stole a kidney. Now, by the way, she wants a divorce, which is going to cost this guy an arm and a leg, and he's already missing a kidney.
He should ask for a kidney in the divorce to replace it.
Oh, that would.
Right?
Now, who was it that left their wife? She gave him a kidney, and then he filed for divorce. Oh wait.
That was George Lopez.
George Lopez.
Yes.
Oh, that's dirty.
George Lopez got a kidney transplant got a kidney from his wife and then left her.
I used to like
This is kind of similar to the same thing.
Yeah, most definitely. Costco and their Teamsters have reached a tentative deal avoiding the strike. And Fay Vincent. Tommy, you remember Fay Vincent?
Yeah, he was the commissioner of baseball at one time.
Yeah, he was the unexpected commissioner of baseball in 1989 following the death of the commissioner, then forced out 3 years later by the owners.
Right.
And passed away. He was 86 years old. And Sean P. Diddy, Puffy, Puff Daddy, I've got a bunch of names, reportedly transported to a local hospital, had a knee injury.
Well, it was very slippery around there. So
Yeah, I mean all that lube. Wow. Crazy. And season 25 of The Voice premiered last night. John Legend, Michael Bublé return as the judges. Adam Levine was back on the red carpet for the first time since his departure in 2019. And Kelsey Ballerini also made her full-time coaching debut.
Look at her go.
Good for her.
Should have been album
All
of the
these
year.
shows. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched any of this. The View, The Voice, I've never watched any of them.
You just said you just said 3 shows now. Only 2 of them involve talent. Because the first one you said was The View. That's what I'm saying. There's no talent there.
Yeah. They never had talent.
Lord have mercy.
Never. All right, we're KWMW, Maljamore, 105.1 FM, and KWES 93.5 in Ruidoso. We'll talk about the Trump immigration crackdowns. Students staged a fake ICE raid. This isn't funny. Don't do that. Well, let the professionals do that. And we'll talk about one of America's priciest green boondoggles. You might remember this from the Obama days. It was a hell of an undertaking. Never made a whole bunch of money and killed a lot of birds.
Yep.
I'll get to that on the way. Tom on the text, if you would. Morning show this morning being brought to you by State Representative Randy Pettigrew. Randy Pettigrew working hard right now. He is, of course, up in Santa Fe for the 60-day session. He's your state representative in District 61, fighting for Southeast New Mexico. We heard about the gun bill. He is a co-author on that gun bill to reverse the 7-day wait period. So there are 4 Republicans. Randy is one of them, and a Democrat that actually penned that bill. I think that was House Bill 166, if I am not mistaken. Go to Randy's website, randallpettigrew.com. You can check on that. Follow him on Facebook. All the legislative updates are there. Message paid for by Randy Pettigrew. Tom in the text.
Jay in the patch. Hey, guys, how is Will doing? I haven't heard anything lately on him, says Jay.
Will is currently in Arizona and getting a procedure done, and that's all I know at this point.
Yeah, I talked to him this morning, and we were going over some stuff, and he's in Arizona right now.
Keep praying for him.
Again, he's got several procedures in front of him to get to where he needs to be over the next few months.
Yep.
And so there's really no update until that happens.
Baby steps mostly. Huh?
Yep.
I spoke to him yesterday. He was actually doing dialysis where he was at, and he sounds so good. Every time I speak to him, I'm like, I admire him for his just get it done sort of type attitude.
Yep.
Okay, Tom.
Hey,
let's
B,
see.
tell me something. Did Trump stop the money going to the illegals? Ask the text.
Yes. Yeah, all the NGOs are getting cut off. All the non-governmental agencies, the money train is gone.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and this Tom A. Lover is saying, I don't love Tom. I don't know why that's my name. Then what would you like your name to be?
You must have done something that made you a Tom A. Lover.
I gave you guys that opportunity a while back to text us with what you want your text name to be, and you never changed it. So.
Changed the name to Tom A. Hater number 50.
Right.
We've got Kev haters, we've got Blake wannabes, we've got Monica haters, Tom A. lovers. We've got all kinds.
Russ haters. Everybody hates us.
Hater writers.
And this
Tater haters.
Tater haters.
Big Jer says, can she get her kidney back in the divorce?
I know, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
Well, no, of course not, but.
Well, maybe.
She might.
Maybe part of the divorce that she can't give him a kidney back. Maybe she has to donate one too as part of the divorce settlement.
Yeah. What a heartless son of a gun.
I know.
Just sad.
I know. It's just sad.
I mean, look, if you don't love somebody, I mean, why are you going to take their kidney?
Just go.
Get money.
Doing, right?
Just go.
Man.
All right.
Well, at least you didn't kill him.
All right.
All right. Looks like Trump's crackdown on immigration has unleashed a chaos of ICE impersonators, fake ICE raids. That's dangerous. That is downright dangerous. But there's been a bunch of copycats doing this, and they've arrested a handful of people at a Philadelphia college over the weekend. Adon Stegman, 22 years old, was charged with impersonating an ICE agent. He and another suspect allegedly entered a dorm on campus wearing shirts that had ICE across them and police on the back. And while another suspected person recorded them. So this was all a spoof. Now they are being charged. You cannot act like you're an ICE agent. That's not very smart at all.
Sorry, I had to give you some background music for that one.
I don't know if you heard the song, but the Ice Ice Baby song that says blank Donald Trump at the same time. Not good.
Nope.
Not. The boondoggle, Solyndra. You remember Solyndra?
Yeah.
That was one of the boondoggles. That was the beginning of this whole green energy deal.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most expensive green energy products ever undertaken by America is in the history books. And now on borrowed time, after eating up a massive amount of tax dollars and killing thousands of birds, Pacific Gas and Electric, a major utility company, announced in January that they're terminating the power purchase contract with the owners of the Southwestern California solar power facility, a massive solar power plant that killed off a lot of birds. By the way, it was never profitable. How much money did the government spend on them? $2.2 billion to build this thing. Crazy amount of money. So Solyndra was the first. They've got to be the second. They cost a lot more than Solyndra. $2.2 billion. And Mexican's president immediately comes out and says that they put the tariffs on hold.
Yep.
All it took is one phone call.
Yep.
Donald Trump has the persuasion that he gets the deals done.
He does.
Now Mexico sends 1,000 members to the border of their army to protect the border, and Canada is doing pretty much the same. So both of them, no tariffs for 30 days until they figure it all out.
We'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah. California's largest property insurer is demanding a 22% rate hike. Many of these insurance companies have walked away from California. State Farm California, the largest property insurer in the entire state, is now asking for a 22% rate increase after the fires.
Wow.
What happens if they don't get the rate increase?
Then they just cut those people off.
They could walk away also.
Yep.
They could be another company that walks away. State Farm did not renew 30,000 homeowner policies last year.
Well, and then what happens to California when that happens?
Well, when a home is not insurable, does the state step in and insure the home?
I don't think so. But it makes,
I don't think so either.
It makes me wonder if in this case, does the U.S. government then pay for it with FEMA?
Well, eventually, yes, they're now saying that the latest fire in Los Angeles, $6 billion.
And are all the rest of us going to be paying for it?
Yeah, we're paying for it. Remember, Biden said we'll pay 100%. And the reason he said we'll pay 100%, many of these homes did not have insurance. Their insurance was canceled because no water to put out the fires. These insurance companies haven't stayed in business for hundreds and hundreds of years being stupid. And they understand if there's no fire and no water and no hydrants, you're not putting out the fire.
Mm-hmm. So because California's poor management, the other 49 states and the tax money we put in now have to rebuild them because they were stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to pay. No doubt. And it's not just in New Mexico. Stamford, New Jersey man arrested shoplifting. He's been arrested 43 times at the ShopRite for shoplifting in 2 months, 43 times.
Wow.
They say he's stolen about close to $2,000 in merchandise. Would you consider this guy an overachiever? 43 times he's been arrested and let go.
I wouldn't say that's overachieving.
But wouldn't you have like a something on him where he couldn't enter the property?
You think?
This whole thing stinks, but of course it is New Jersey. What can we expect? All right, text line, then we'll take a break. It's already 9:11.
Ron from Dexter's chiming in. He's now in Wilcox. He says, thanks for the technology. Still get to listen to you guys in the morning. God bless you. And please don't forget your loyal listeners, even when we have to move away. And that's...
So, Ron, before
Ron.
you didn't have a name, but I just changed your name to Ron, a loyal listener.
Oh, okay, you changed it like that.
Awesome. And let's see.
And thank you for listening wherever you are.
Absolutely.
We'll remember you.
And D, the mechanic, I got you in. Are you all kinds of mechanic? Like car mechanic? For real, for real?
I know that guy. He's a pretty good mechanic.
And you guys need to name the show B and the Menage a Trois.
And just for those who are wondering, right now, I just looked at the map, and there are listeners right now in 16 different states.
Dang.
So,
and dang you, Blake, never classified Tom as a hand. He's a fingernail clipping because he will never classify as a hand.
He will never make a hand. That is true.
Bosque County says, I think Tom is trying to couple with Pence. Okay.
I like that guy. He was
I
a
wish
good vice
Tom
president.
would just check off some of those texts that he reads.
Well, Monica,
that would be awesome.
She should see that they're
She shouldn't do your job for you.
She's not doing my job.
Just check them. Just check them off.
And us, New Mexico, she should be listening to those old texts. I do all the time. Hello.
Reading the other text, pre-reading. If you would check them off, is that too much? Is that too much to ask? You check them off.
Do I have a box on my cell phone?
Yes,
here?
you do.
I don't see it. Do you?
Yes, you do. I'm not touching your phone, cochino.
Yeah, I know.
How many times we gotta show you where the box is?
I don't see a box on my cell phone.
Oh my God! Let me see.
No, don't touch his phone.
I said, see, no box. Hello, anybody home?
Come back out of it. Escape.
Yeah, it's because you're going straight into the whole message instead of the outline.
Oh. She don't check the boxes either. Hello.
Yes, she does.
Yes,
Hurry, you're making Dad mad.
Back to the texter before he gets stung by that stupid bee over there. Us New Mexicans' rate of insurance premiums will go up as we will do to the Ruidoso fires, this text statement. Even though we don't reside there, we all get affected by that on our insurance plans. Insurance number one summers in the world, says the texter. The number one.
I'm not blaming anything on Ruidoso because we've had fires on the other part of the state. We've had flooding in in Roswell, we've had lots of natural disasters.
I'm not saying anything against the U.S. and FEMA helping U.S. citizens in a natural disaster. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you have a bunch of housing and you have a bunch of government policies that put things in place like lack of water so that the insurance companies won't cover it, you have a real problem with that state, and no one else should have to pay for your bad policies.
The state neglected their duties. Dereliction of duty for the mayor and for the fire chief,
the
governor, Gavin Newsom. The list goes on and on. Yes. One more if you got it.
If Monica was paying attention, Tom wouldn't have to check boxes, says the Tom A. Lover.
Thank you, Tom A. Lover.
And Tom, get your head out of your stinking cola and do your job.
Wait. That's why you got that name.
Yes, thank you.
Texter said, did you know Emmitt Smith was the all-time NFL leading rusher?
That's Uncle Mike this morning.
And someone's been doing Tom's job for years, says a texter.
No joke.
I'm retired now.
No. So you don't want to work? Is that what you're saying?
No, I do. But I'm retired now.
Well, then do your job.
I don't have to carry the show like I used to.
What?
You what?
I don't have to carry the show like I used to.
Carry the show.
Wait, show me all your show prep that you brought that you said you were going to bring
please.
today.
Oh, I had it on my mind
like
already.
On Monday, we're talking about the riots. What riots? Good.
Where is the show prep, Tom?
In my mind.
How about getting up and at least watching the news for an hour so you know what's going on?
He watches MSNBC and CNN.
You got to watch all three
riots.
of them, Mr. Journalist. You got to watch all three of them.
No, you don't.
Damn sure do.
That's why you're retired.
I ain't. I'm not watching them. I ain't watching no damn CNN.
No.
So
CNN, for breaking news, CNN is the best. Always been.
They
the
are
best.
not.
Since they went on cable.
They are not.
Since they went on.
Nope.
Always been the best at breaking news.
They haven't been.
Maybe back in the day
they
when
haven't
they had
been
no
for almost 20 years.
Many years. All right, let's take a break. 9:16. Morning show being brought to you by Fins and Artesia. They've got the dollar days going on right now. Get the drumsticks and the thighs for just $1. Also, get the arm roast for $5 a pound. Also, get the pork loin for $2 a pound. And the spiral ham from Harmel, just $1 a pound. Also, Roma tomatoes, $1 a pound. 5 for $1 for snack size oranges. Jalapeno peppers, $1 a pound. Iceberg lettuce, $1 a head. Also, right now at Finn's in the deli department, get chopped ham, 2 packs for $7, and get Kobe Jack cheese for just $7 a pound. $7 a pound for turkey breast. It's the smoked, peppered turkey breast for just $7. And if you're looking for additional savings, get Coke, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, and other flavors, 20-pack, 12-ounce cans for $12.99. Get it today at Finn's in Artesia. Taking a break, coming back. It's already 9:17.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s nomination as Health and Human Services Secretary advances to a full Senate vote. China announces new tariffs on American imports in response to President Trump's tariffs on Chinese imports, in effect now to be discussed with China's President Xi.
It is being scheduled and will happen very soon, but the president made it very clear with the 10% tariff on China that he is not going to allow China to continue to source and distribute deadly fentanyl into our country. That was the reason for this tariff.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. Federal employee unions are suing over Elon Musk's cost-cutting team being given access to the government system that controls payments.
The man who opened the doors of the Treasury Department to Doge is now being sued. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, union groups filing the lawsuit saying it's violating their members' right to privacy, giving Musk access to this information.
Fox's Hillary Vaughn. America's listening to Fox News.
Medications taking away key nutrients from your body? Struggling with weight loss? Pharmacy 575 offers all your prescription needs and more. From their My Daily Medication program with pre-dosed packages to weight loss plan with in-body scanner or their medication and wellness consultations, let Pharmacy 575 help. With walk-in vaccines and local delivery, they do it all. Go see Pharmacy 575 at 305 East Sanger, Suite 600 or call 575-263-2908. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Pharmacy 575. Your health, their priority.
This is Davis Smith, the Gorilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Gorilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Gorilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
This is Rhonda Romack of Destiny Real Estate, where our business is built on dreams and imagination. Right now, the Lincoln County real estate market has more buyers than sellers. What does that mean? It means that the local market of inventory of houses and ranches is low, but we have plenty of buyers ready and willing to purchase properties. So if you've been considering putting something on the market, it's a good time to get top dollar for your investment. Telephone my team of seasoned professionals at 575-257-3000. That's Rhonda Romack of Destiny Real Estate, online at rudoso-nm.com.
If you, your business, or your organization is needing a venue or facility to host a meeting, convention, party, or other special event, don't cram everyone into your tiny little office. Call the Lee County Event Center. You don't have to fill up the main floor. The Event Center has many other smaller rooms that are perfect for meetings, seminars, parties, and other special events. The Lee County Event Center, seating for 25 or 2,500, 5101 North Lovington Highway in Hobbs. Call 575-391-2100 or visit LeeCountyEvents.com.
There's been talk in the news that it's hard to get credit these days. Not here. Just like always, we're making auto loans. We offer competitive rates and quick service. We make our loan decisions locally, so you don't have to wait for out-of-town approval on your loan. Make this strong move. Get your auto loan from us. Estacado Federal Credit Union, where you are more than a number. You're a member. Federally insured by NCUA.
In need of environmental services? Having trouble getting your state lease reclamation approved? JBW Solutions is a veteran-owned company that is dedicated to proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas with quality environmental services. JBW Solutions specializes in state lease reclamations and compliance reporting and approval, including project management, environmental tech support, soil sampling, and more. Contact them at 860-460-4398 and like them on Facebook.
This Valentine's, give your car the gift of a little TLC. Think of it as a spa day for your ride. A clean, refreshed interior makes every drive feel luxurious, whether it's for a date night or your daily routine. From Monday, February 6th through Tuesday, February 14th, enjoy $10 off all interior cleaning services. Call us today to inquire about an interior cleaning location near you or for more details. Show your car some love this Valentine's with Mighty Wash, where that personal touch matters.
I want to give your soul a wake-up call.
Ready? Aim. Fire. Now, is there anyone else who doesn't listen to us?
I'm going to need a gun.
Be in the Breakfast Club.
You sick bastard! Look at this! This is a wake-up call, all right? Fine, I got it. Done.
Our number 877-396-W105. We are B and the Breakfast Club. Tomorrow, the Wednesday edition, as we look forward to some beautiful weather in the forecast, except for the fog tomorrow as you rise and shine. Other than that, should be great. Nice and sunny.
All the way through Saturday. We were just talking about that. That's gonna be good.
Like in the 80s.
Yeah, but then it's gonna get cold.
Then it will get cold. I can't believe that Blue Man. Tom, you know what Blue Man is?
No. The Blue Man Group?
Yeah, the group. I can't believe they're still around. They received a standing ovation from hundreds of teary-eyed fans after the beloved trio, the final hometown show in Manhattan. By the way, the old Blue Man is going away. I was surprised they were still together. And Kanye West and his wife, Bianca, were escorted out by police after posing on the red carpet at the Grammys. These two are definitely using a lot of handcuffs. Just saying. Some with the furry and some not. So is this a stage deal where they were escorted out by the police?
Probably. I mean,
lucky they didn't go to jail, man.
It's my personal
I think
opinion.
it was staged.
Yeah, yes, I think it was. My personal opinion on even doing that is how little respect he actually has for her.
Yeah.
For him to be fully clothed and to parade her out there naked.
Well, he also paraded her around on a dog leash.
Right. But I'm just saying this is just
a
another step in that lack of respect.
Richard Gere says his family is thriving after leaving the United States. They live in Spain now. I'm going to be honest, this is exciting, mainly because, Americans love to see Hollywood actors leave the country. By the way, there's an abundance of gerbils in Spain. I don't know if that has something to do with it. I don't know. Monica, do you know the story about the gerbil?
I have no clue about the gerbil.
Oh, you're going to have to look that one up. I can't
Richard
discuss
Gere
it
got
on
in trouble because of the gerbil.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to have to look that up. By the way, he's 75 years old. His wife is 41. They sold their house for $10 million in California and then took off to Spain. They, by the way, their new home is much cheaper in Spain, and adult diapers are less expensive too. So, good.
Well, he needs
Great.
it after his gerbil time. The diaper.
So, Monica, you will have to look up the gerbil story. And you're going to be going, oh, my goodness.
Why did I look this up?
Oh, you guys.
Yes.
Am I gonna get Oscar?
It's nasty.
You're probably going to go, I can't believe people do that to me.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking it up now.
Looks like Den of Thieves #3 is in the work.
Oh,
I
love that
almost
movie.
watched it again.
You got to watch one to get the second one, and you got to get the second one to watch the third one.
No. I doubt that very seriously.
I think she's
I
looking
almost
it up.
watched it.
What, B?
Is that why I keep hearing?
Yes, she's looking at her phone.
Wait. Hold on. Did that feel good to him?
Tom?
I ain't got no gerbils. I've never been around gerbils.
When you have to go to the hospital because of the gerbil, that takes things to a whole nother level.
Yes, it does.
And that, look, I don't want to be too graphic.
No, I'm trying
but
not to.
How would they eradicate the gerbil out of his butt? I mean, how do they do that?
Very careful.
Do they entice it? Do they entice it out with cheese?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
I think anesthesia comes into play.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There was in Odessa, there was a weatherman there, worked for one of the local TV stations, and he did that.
He did the gerbil thing?
Yeah, and it was embarrassing. He left. He didn't come back. I don't know where he's at now, but he had to go to Odessa Medical Center.
It's hard getting over the gerbil in your butt.
It's animal cruelty.
Oh, no doubt. Former Dallas Cowboy coach Mike McCarthy says he's going to sit out this 25 season, be back in 2026. He probably could have got that job in New Orleans, but supposedly had a very arrogant attitude during the interview. So they set it up. Dwayne Wade reveals he was diagnosed with cancer a little over a year ago and lost part of his kidney as a result. He's had a tough time, that's for sure. All right, we got to get to the good news of the day, being brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agent Herschel Rustin Hayes, Avenue D in Lovington. 575-396-0513. Get in touch with him. He can take care of your home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance, and so much more. Proud sponsor of the good news of the day.
If I can find the button, here we go. A wildlife rescue worker in Australia saved a very large bat that fell into a hotel swimming pool but couldn't get out. There's video of it. It's like the bat knew she was there to help. It kind of swam right up to her, and it's kind of a cool little video if you go check it out. And a study found that bingo night can help your grandparents stay sharp. Seniors who stay social through things like bingo and dinner with friends develop dementia 5 years later than people who are less social. And going to church can also do it as well. Now, the South saw some serious wintry weather last month, and you might remember that. There's video going viral of a 39-year-old Florida man who had actually never seen snow before. I know it's hard to believe, but he was very excited, and he went out and got to make a snow angel. And the really, really good news of that is he didn't do the snow angel at a dog park. You'll have to think about that for a second. Kevin, that is the good news of the day.
That's like the gerbil story. Well, not as bad.
Right.
Not as bad.
Oh, by the way, on that on the gerbil thing, one more on that text says that Richard Gere left the scientific church, and then they
Scientology.
Scientology. Yeah, I said it was started by the church because he left the church. So I don't know if that was true or not.
They were like trying to get payback.
Yeah. Well, there was a
God
rumor.
bless him.
Yeah.
All right. We got to get out of here. News this morning being brought to you by Roche Air Conditioning and Heating. Enrique Roche is our go-to guy when we have an issue. Enrique, he can take care of us. Get in touch with him, 575-631-1999. We're going to be in the 80s over the weekend, so all of a sudden you discover, wait, the AC's not working. I need Roche Air Conditioning and Heating. We'll see you tomorrow for a fun-filled edition, a Wednesday edition of Be in the Breakfast Club. Tradio is coming up next right here on KWMW Malmore 105.1 FM and KWES 93.